Okay, so now I think we can just go live here. So I'm just gonna like turn down the music volume a little bit, like low key. There we go, like low key in the background. Then I hit the button. You're narrator, and then hello everybody. Hi. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Hi everybody. Welcome. Welcome everybody. Syncopathic.
Syncopathic.
Psychopathic. I am so oh my god, dude. I swear to God, I'm not dyslexic. All right, psychopathic.
That was
hey,
a
Taka,
$4
love you,
word.
man. Here's another round month for your success. Thank you so much. I won't blame you if you don't sub next month because of how I just botched it. Thank you so much, dude. Shooting Star 112, thank you. Turquoise 37, Demon Wolf, thank you as well. We got a hype train going immediately. Thank you, guys. I'm joined by your narrator, everybody. We have a million things we're going to talk about and not be able to get to any of it. Because a 69 Ass Eater 420, thank you for the 3 months.
Oh my god.
Dude, right? This is some good stuff. And Dr. Bacon 22, thank you so much. Okay, everybody, I hope the volume's okay. Can you hear your narrator okay?
Testing. Pineapple sometimes belongs on
red
pizza if it's good
leather,
enough.
yellow letter. Red leather, yellow letter. That's like the common warm-up that I was taught from many voice actors. Was
Oh,
red
really?
Yes, red letter.
Yeah,
You already bought it. Red letter, yellow leather.
Oh, okay.
Red letter, yellow leather. Red letter,
yellow leather. Red letter, yellow leather.
Yeah, you did. You red leather, yellow leather. Immediately, because here's the thing. Phonetically, they're both opposite. They're red letter, yellow leather.
Red letter, yellow leather.
Red letter, yellow leather. See, get it now. Yeah.
All right.
You see why this is it's almost like you got to slow down to catch it real quick. It actually really helps with enunciation, apparently. Psychopathic.
Lord knows
Thank you
I
so
need
much.
that.
1,000 bits. You good, man? Oh, there's a million tips and tricks that work for some people. There's also one of the most common ones is going yow. As slow, like it's like stretching out your whole mouth. Yeah, it's like as far wide as you can go, right? Yeah. And then it's like maximum width to tightest constriction.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, those are the two I've learned that I think are two of the better ones. Just because I actually use them.
Yeah, I was about to.
Yeah, there's lots of other techniques I've read, but like those are the two I went like that works for me.
I just do Peter Piper. Like,
No, that one's great.
Very
Peter Piper
fast.
is a very fucking good one too. It's not like dismissing any of the other warm-up techniques. It's just that there's different kinds of ones.
oh, 100%.
The yow one I found interesting because the second I did it, I went, wow, my lips feel better. I went like, wow, I just need to do that before I do like performing and shit.
Like anything?
Yeah, kind of like, yeah, what, I should stretch my lips I'm about to use? No way. Right? So I realized myself, and your narrator here, everybody, we actually are really into animation from the exact era where we grew up with it and no other eras. I'm joking. It turns out, yes, that's right, everybody. The media myself and narrator enjoyed was better than all of your media. It was in particular, it was only good when we watched it. When we stopped watching it, stopped being good. Obviously, the whole world revolves around us. So,
Kids these days don't know what good animation is anymore.
No, they don't. All they want are dances. Stop dancing.
Stop
what do you have
dancing!
what do you have to dance about? There's a fire.
It's all the same music. It's the hippity hop.
Why don't you dance yourself into a job?
Oh!
That's exactly it. You know who's right? Us. Us. Oh my God, we're so
Taka.
correct. We're very correct.
We're very correct.
If only everyone just agreed with us, it would save time.
Love it.
a Shadow Soul Axel. I one time told a joke to Kaiser. I'm just like, we were talking about, like, yeah, like when we were writing, it's like really 1/3 all of us. And I'm just imagine how much faster it would have been if you just agreed with me.
Now, hear me out.
I'm
What if
kidding.
Everything just happened the way I wanted it to.
Exactly. What if I had my way all the time, constantly? I would prefer that. I'm like, no shit, that's not a profound thought. That's what everyone wants. It's why.
I'm the main character. This is my story.
It's why I get really political, but the only kind of people I ever like really clown on because they're the funniest in my opinion are anarcho-capitalists, because what they believe boils down to two things. What if I had all the money and all the girls had to kiss me? And they gesture like it's like no one had ever thought of it before. Like, what do you think, guys? I'm just like, that's what most guys want, but you know, we just kind of shut the fuck up. Oh my god. But no, we grew up with like classic Simpsons, classic Family Guy, which always gets shit on because it's, I guess everyone just wants to hate on McFarlane for being successful. Dude, I don't get it. It's like, I know he probably will get canceled one day for his weird sex dungeon or whatever the fuck he has going on. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's like, this is why
that's the future.
It's like Matt and Trey, and I'm just like, at what point am I gonna find out that Trey's a monster?
No, I'm sure The Simpsons will do an episode on it.
No, South Park will do an episode on it.
That's true.
That's true. They already did on The Future, and he's all schlubby and an alcoholic, and I'm just like, see, that's I kind of trust that he's making fun of himself. New Doc, thank you so much, everybody. Shout out to Axel, thank you. Dragonboy810, thank you as well. Recently, there's 2 new episodes of South Park dropped, and the neat thing about South Park is the same writers. You know, after 26 years, same writing team. Matt and Trey, and the writer's room, but it all goes through those 2. And it's really fucking cool because I think the season's already off to a good point. Starts off with Cupid Yee.
No,
It's the 3rd Kanye West episode essentially.
Oh Lord.
And they've had 2, and they've both been amazing. Obviously, the Fish Sticks episode was one of the funniest episodes of the show. Because originally it wasn't Kanye West, but then they realized what they were describing was Kanye West, so they just made him Kanye West. Because they wanted to have they were just going to pick some random celebrity who didn't get it, but then they realized that Kanye West is actually like that. And to this day, he still doesn't understand the joke.
That's
it's
even
like,
crazier than anything Kanye West is doing at this particular moment.
That's why you'll love the 3rd episode when you watch it. Let's just say that Cartman is... I don't want to spoil it, but they do the whole interview with the black hood and everything. It's fucking, I can't.
Oh
dude,
my god,
dude, but I think they had they were talking about anti-Semitism though. They were really They were talking about how even the implication of that someone owns Hollywood is implying that they have power over everybody. Like, because Kyle actually breaks it down really well. It's a really fantastic episode with a hell of a last joke. I love the last joke, but not everyone's a fan of it. I fucking thought it was funny as shit. Dude, it's South Park. Not everyone's going to find it funny. I'm not going to tell them they can't be offended or not find it funny. That's kind of the premise of them. They're the sort of Damocles of comedy writing.
Yeah, it's definitely... oh, man, I gotta
One of my favorite examples is I point out in Season 9 with them is a big thing. Season 9 is one of the best examples of who they are, is what the writing style. Because the first episode is one of the worst episodes of the show, Mr. Garrison's Fancy New Vagina. It's a horribly transphobic episode. It's really bad. It's not good by any stretch of the way.
No.
It's not good. It's just not good. But the same season, they have the fucking Scientology episode.
Yep.
That's the example of like for as hard they swing to the fences and they misfire sometimes. But when they hit, is it beautiful to watch?
Oh, they hit.
Oh, dude, you can actually find it on YouTube. There's a whole YouTube channel of Scientology survivors actually talking about the episode. They're saying that they've never actually seen the church react like this because it was like they were going to war. Essentially, everyone in the church was terrified because essentially this was the first time all this information that was locked behind 5 years of their cult was essentially put out into the public zeitgeist. And it's why it was, dude, they were literally being threatened, like Comedy Central, Comcast, Matt and Trey personally, South Park Studio, everyone was they were all being threatened with being sued. So pretty much they had to call, they were the first people to really call Scientology's bluff. It's why that episode's such a fucking coup in a lot of ways, and that's why the final joke of it, we're gonna sue you in England, fine, go ahead, I don't care, sue me, I don't care, sue me, and it's only John and Jane Smith in the credits, and there's no one officially attached to the episode to sue. It's like there you go, it's like, it's just like next level shit, but the same season as like a really awful episode. But it's interesting because like something like Simpsons, what we both really like, classic Simpsons. I know some people really. Oh, thank you guys so much for the 1,000 bits and 9 subs. Appreciate it.
Ooh.
Classics like classic Simpsons. Like when you look at the classic Simpsons, where do you jump in and go, okay, that's where I'm starting my rewatch.
Ooh. Okay, so if I had to go through.
So people are hardcore season oneers, but
classics.
Some people are hardcore season oneers, but I argue it didn't really find its identity till the 3rd season. But that's neither here nor there.
Let's see. So there was a lot of them. As far as like the classic ones, the one that I for some reason always go back to was when they go to when it was Itchy and Scratchy Land.
That's one of the best episodes though. That's actually rated in their top 10s.
Yeah. That's the one that I always like. Out of like classic Simpsons, is the one.
Every joke lands. Like the Bort joke is so profoundly hilarious, and I do not know why it's so funny. It's just because the absurdity. No, my son's name is also Bort. Like she's had to say it so many times.
Yeah, she's just. No, that's.
And there's something about that era of the scripts where there was almost like the joke was almost like a continuation of another joke that we haven't seen, we understand has been going on for a while. Almost. There's a lot of like really subversive jokes, but apparently the actors were really pissed off with one episode in season 3 that kind of made some of them actually kind of like not comfortable because it was too silly. They thought the episode was too stupid, and it was the Homer at Plate with all the baseball stars.
Oh.
That's a season 3 episode, and it's considered like that and Flaming Moe's were both like season 3. Homer at Bat, thank you. Sorry, Homer at Bat was the episode, and that's the one where they had all the baseball guest stars and, oh, please, Smithers, what's going to happen? Every single professional player will have bedlam before them this evening? Pah! And then something bad happens to each of them, and it's profoundly hilarious each time.
Oh,
like,
my God.
One of them's arrested. One of them just keeps taking stuff out of the house that's on fire. It's just all these dumb jokes. It's just everything. It's just like, hold of nowhere. I gotta see this. Ooh, click. It's just all dumb. It's like it was too silly though. They felt it's just like but it was one of the funniest episodes.
But it was great.
Roger Clemens did his own Chuck clucking when he thinks he's a chicken. He actually had him doing that shit. It's so fun when they get the celebrities in there. Even the Krusty the comeback special. KKK. Oh, no. Krusty comeback classic, right? It was the KKK. Oh, that's going to cost me. I always like to work on my Krusty.
Dude, it's really good.
Thank you. Well, it's also like, if you think about my Napa, it's just, you just kind of add a little bit more nasally with it, and then it's Krusty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, people have pointed out my Napa actually sounds like angry Vince McMahon. Damn it! I don't want to do this!
Oh my
Damn
God.
it! What's going on?
Please, no, I can't unhear this talk.
I know, right? Well, here's the thing, because we both do a lot of voice work. I feel like we're going to talk about different voices we do and how, like, for me and, like, the abridged shit I've done, like, almost every voice I did was, like, an impersonation or a conglomeration of, like, a weird Frankenstein hybrid of other voices.
Yeah.
Well, like, for Perfect Cell, I'll give you a perfect example. I took fuck tons of Sideshow Bob, and you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I took a lot of Sideshow Bob. Oh, in particular the line, very well, Bart. I'll send you to heaven before I send you to hell. And 2 and 3 and 4. It's like that menace to comedy immediately. Like, it's one of the best parts about that character. Like, really, any last words? Well, No, go on.
No, go on.
No, go on. And then having, like, David Hyde Pierce play his brother. Oh, it's so good. It's just like, and now I'll do something that Bob could never. Kill Bart Simpson! And like, oh, I'm such a good villain read.
Yeah,
he's like,
you're
whoa, I'm like, yeah, he's crushing it. He's so happy to be in The Simpsons, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it was a really cool bit that they did with that, but it's like, oh man, it's just so nuts I look back at that stuff. Takahata, that is me. Thank you, guys.
That is you.
That is me. So I gotta ask you, what do you feel is your best Simpsons impression?
Oh God,
because I'm distracting away from the fact you couldn't figure out where you start your rewatch.
Let's see here. I don't know if I have a good Simpsons impression, to be honest.
It's interesting because all those actors are really stylized. Like, they're all very particular. The closest I can do is I can do a couple Harry Shearers, and I can do Homer Simpson kinda. Homer's hard. Homer's hard.
Oh, okay. I can maybe do Homer. I can maybe do. Meanwhile, just belts out Krusty like it was nothing.
Well, it's the same guy's Castellaneta, right? So,
yeah,
Here, let me try to do the Homer one.
Simpson, Homer Simpson, he's the greatest guy in history. From the town of Springfield, he's about to hit a chestnut tree.
There we go. Yeah, it's about that yell, that falsetto yell he breaks into. I love that shit.
Oh my God.
No.
VTubers.
Oh my God.
Taka versus narrator and voiceover challenge. I mean, I feel like we have different skill sets.
Yeah.
Like
I would think that when it comes to like the actual different characters in range, I'm pretty sure Taka has me beat. Because I used to, when I was younger, I used to do like a bunch of different voices, and that's how I would practice and do my range. But now stuck doing your narrator voice for 3 years.
Oh, trust me, I had
This
critical.
is all I've done.
When I had critical record voiceover for something that never actually came out because it's still in production hell, I'm like, I need you to not do your basic voice. He's like, what? I don't want you to do your basic voice.
Yeah.
What? Like, he was confused, like, what? He's not used to not hearing that. I'm like, well, you always do that, so I want you to do something different. And he's like, oh,
Charlie's
fucking
like,
awesome, let's
what?
do it.
Oh, okay.
He was like, dude, he was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. He was actually seemed really happy.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's like,
Charlie's
fuck
a
yeah,
super
let's
cool
do
dude.
it. Like, he's like, oh shit. Like, he's not used to being asked that. And I'm just like,
Yes.
no, it's good. And one day it will come out, and everyone's gonna be like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You can do a good Principal Skinner, everyone in chat's saying right now, actually. I think you could do a good Skinner, actually, because of, like, the baritone.
Oh, Principal Skinner? It'd be like, oh my god, what was his line where he was looking at Bart, and he was like,
I know you can read
read
my mind, Bart.
I know you can read my mind, but...
It's all, you know what the hilarious thing is? You have the right amount of projection with your voice. You're almost overacting it because that's just Shearer talking. That's his basic speaking voice, essentially.
Yeah.
That's why it's the hardest one to nail for a lot of people, because it's just the actor himself talking, more or less.
Yeah, exactly.
And those are the hardest ones to do, is when it's the closest to the actual performer's voice. It's such a challenge. That's why, like, it's very rare to hear a good Bender impression.
Ooh.
Bender's a hard one, because people got bad Bender impressions. I very rarely hear a good Bender impression.
Oh my god, yeah, now that you mention it, I don't think I've ever heard, like, a good, honest, like, Bender impression.
It's really difficult because he's got a very interesting thing that his voice does. It's almost like a nasal thing that happens, kind of. It's like this weird stuffiness that kind of comes up.
Yeah.
Betavash, I have a really good Philip J. Fry, and I am proud as fuck of that.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, you want to hear it? All right, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, come on. All right, let's try it. What do we think here? All right. Well, you know what they say. Time makes fools of us all.
Ooh.
What's that one? Why do you have milk? Why do you have yogurt in your hat? Well, it was milk, but as you know, time makes fools of us all. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. Mr. Careful, lower my skirt.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's right. Everyone goes too low with Zap Redigan. Everyone forgets that it's the same actor as Philip J. Fry. That's right, everybody. It handles like a bistro. It's like, oh my, just like, I pronounce death by Snoo Snoo. Yeah, woohoo, yeah!
Yeah!
Oh, what are you, gay? And one of my favorite lines, it's such a great line. It's one of the best lines in all of comedy, is, Leela, I never thought I'd die this way, but I had always really hoped. It's just so, like, god damn it, that episode. It's so funny.
So good, dude.
Cora Lily, I love Fry. Thank you so much for the 400 bits. You guys being GT Man, thank you 200 bits. Both of you a question. One role you always wanted to do. I want to play Mad Scientist in something.
Ooh.
Yeah, with actual, like, not just a quick couple lines, like an actual good meaty build-up, you know? That would be fun for me.
Yeah.
Not a character, but like a particular archetype, I think is a better way, because I have never actually played a Mad Scientist in anything.
Heck yeah.
Oh, actually, I have in one video game, but it was only a couple lines of dialogue. Again, meaty. I want to get in there.
You want to get the just grab it by the horns.
Exactly, right?
Yeah. I just want to be in a video game.
Yeah,
A video game or an anime. That's one of my bucket lists. Like, all right, I did it. Congrats.
I will say this. It's like one of the greatest pieces of advice I ever was given from like a bunch of professional voice actors. The job is not recording for professional projects. It's auditioning.
Yeah.
That's the job. It's actually auditioning. And
That's
when you
actually doing it.
And when you book a gig, all right, go do the acting thing you know how to do.
Yep, and you're like,
They just go in there and you do the thing, and then but
Yeah.
really, the job is actually auditioning, and it's like, oh man, that's real. Ugh.
Yeah, that's what my buddy Rico said. He's done a lot of voice acting work for Funimation and stuff like that. He's Lemillion for My Hero Academia and like a couple others. But I talk to him sometimes when I'm like, at some point, if I ever wanted to like actually chase that little bucket list, how do I go about that? And he's like, oh, that's a whole conversation, sweetie.
Well, there's because it changes every year essentially.
It does.
It does. Like for a long time, like YouTube became an avenue for a lot of people to just get their work out there and like get better because they could share it. It's like it's so many models and methods have changed now. Now the entire company's how anime is being produced now has changed too. So it comes down to a piece of advice I was given was there are two groups of people. And this is not a shot against anybody who's watching this, okay?
No.
There are two groups of acting people.
Go ahead.
There's people who want to get into acting. There are people who want to become a performer. They want to act and shit. And to them, he says, listen, if you want to do that, there's a million ways. You can narrate books. You can truly make your own radio plays. You can perform all one-man show. You can just go and act. No one is stopping you from just doing it and getting better at it and pursuing every different avenue of doing it. There's another group of people that want to be in a single anime so they can break to their friends and say, look, I was in an anime, I'm better than you. And all I can say is like he's not wrong at all right now. He's not wrong at all. He's not wrong at all right now. He's not, and that's the truth of it. He says to them, and he says something very charged, and I'm not going to say that on the stream after that, but that's fine. Nope, that's where it crossed the line. I was like, ooh, I mean, he took a shot at somebody, and I don't think I should, but it is fine. Anyways, he said there's a path for those people, and it's in LA. They said, I'm like, oh my god, dude, come on. Yeah, I was like, dude, all right, okay, you're letting your body show. You're on the damn it, this is like watching Joe Rogan. He's like, yeah, damn it, turn it off. That was a couple years ago, though. Jesus. He's just like, hey, I actually don't hate that. What's that all about?
Oh, what's happening?
There we go, right? Oh, now my YouTube recommendations are fucked. All right, anyways. Thank you so much, guys, for swinging on by. Thank you for all the subs and bits here. I'm joined by YourNarrator here. We've both been making content for a long time. It's been a long road getting from Bam back to here. Oh, yeah, the greatest, worst Star Trek intro. And my time is finally here. I actually unironically love that song. It's
really
fun. Fuck it.
I think.
Why not? Why not?
I think I've maybe heard it like a couple times because I was more of a Star Wars kind of guy.
Yeah. Oh man. So what? So you've been loving The Mandalorian then, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh dude, my dad loves The Mandalorian. He's like, wait a minute, this is just the Lone Gunsman. I'm like, yeah. Oh fuck! And my dad just sat back with his hat, kicked his chair up, and went, oh awesome.
Oh, wait, Lone Gunman with space? Oh,
Lone Gunman with all this nerdy stuff. Can't count me in. Kicks up his chair, and that's it, dude. He loved it.
Yeah, man. It's something great about like in a world of like you know space wizards and laser swords and stuff like that, which is cool. I love that.
The head producer of that actually, like, because they talked about why they did that. It's like they just went back to basics. What were the Jedi? They were wizard samurais. What is the Mandalorian? He is the gunslinger Buddhist monk. Yeah, that's what he is, guys. We took a Western and an Eastern and we smashed them together again. Back to basics, which is creating wild RNG.
And I love how like they introduced it like it was the full. Oh my god, you're gonna get me nerdy. Where it was the whole entire like, when he found other like quote unquote Mandalorians, he was just like, "Did you just take off your helmet?"
Oh, that was good. Everyone was like,
"What are you doing?"
Dude, for the normies who didn't understand what was happening, and the fucking cultured guy who watched Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the actual CG animated series fully, I fully understood all that context because everyone's like, "Oh, the first season looked weird." Therefore, it must be awful always. That shit was literally legendary voiceover shit. Some amazing one-of-a-kind performances.
I'm just saying. Everything made sense to me once I saw that, and when it went into Obi-Wan Kenobi's backstory and his love interest with Satine, and I went, "Oh my god,
they're doing it! They're doing it!" Well, it's because it all
makes sense.
It's the guy who worked on the animated series. Now he's kind of in charge of Star Wars. Finally, but the thing is, that's who George Lucas wanted in charge, anyways, and Disney went with somebody else. And then they're like, "All right, maybe we should put the guy George handpicked to do this." I'm like, "Yeah, maybe you should."
Everyone was like, if they find, I just loved like some of my friends were all, they were going like, oh, they gave Obi-Wan a love interest. That's pretty cool. And I'm sitting in the chair going like,
You're not gonna like how this ends,
Oh,
guys. It's
oh
actually
my
one of the
God.
most. For those who've seen the actual animated series, it's the most brutal the show gets, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, 100%.
When it happened, I was genuinely shocked because I'm like, this is a kid's show, man. Listen, they have a lot of death in this war. They're kind of taking liberties with that. Like, they're not showing gore and shit, but they're showing dead bodies and stuff to show what war is, right? That's why it's convenient that all the enemies are robots and all of them are in big suits of armor, so it works out that way.
Exactly.
Oh, it's aesthetically very smart how they built that, but like legit, like that part, how she died is so brutal that I genuinely think it made Obi-Wan a more compelling character.
Oh yeah, well I mean,
and there's the scene that happens in Star Wars Rebels. I know it's Rebels and it sucks, but the scene with Obi-Wan and Darth Maul is genuinely art. It's genuine. For those who are Star Wars fans, that shit was literally beautiful. It made Star Wars fans cry.
The moment where it went from telling the entire story in the scene to he changes the stances, going from this is how I started, and then he sees Maul change his stance, and he goes, wait, I've become a Jedi Knight. I've done this before, and then finally he goes back to his original, the actual stance.
Because he realizes he was in the Qui-Gon stance, and
he was in the Qui-Gon stance.
And he does he switch to the Qui-Gon stance, and he does a proper samurai. Like that was the thing.
Yeah.
Maul tries to do a big like old school kick flip thing, like from the prequels, where they're all doing the overly choreographed shit, and he just does a simple stroke and takes him out. I'm like, yes. Yes, that is what I'm talking about, because that's where that thematically makes sense, because in the end, one well-placed strike is all you need. Doesn't need anything
That's
flashy.
all you need.
Yeah.
My man, I mean, plus it's Obi-Wan. Like, come on, bro. Like, think about this. And this is back to Satine, just because I found, just because this was hilarious, is that they were all like, oh, out of everyone for Obi-Wan to actually, like, date.
I know.
My friends were like, why Satine if she's like passive and stuff like that? And I was like, no, think about this. Hear me out. She was a Mandalorian. They're like, okay. I'm like, hold on. What do Mandalorians have? Jetpacks. Portable high ground.
Yeah, he needed the high ground. He wanted her to hug him so he could always have the high ground and defeat all the bad guys.
It was the perfect relationship.
And then he jumps out the window, and the music turns on from Titan A. It's my turn to fly! It starts playing. Matt Damon's phoning it in. It's a great experience for everybody. I can't wait.
She is a queen. Correction, she was a queen.
Yeah, correction. She was a queen. And then Darth Maul, he fucked around, and then he found out. The finding out part. Oh, well, he found out eventually. That was my favorite part of the run, because it was just this. It was like, I didn't think him coming back was going to be this fucking compelling, but here I am, loving every second of this.
Invested 40%
Because he's
in my chair, slamming popcorn.
He's unhinged crazy, and I love it. I'm like, that's exactly what he would be. He's fucking nuts now. It just make him fucking crazy. They got the actor to play him in the show was so good, because he played the Sith in that one 3-part episode that everyone hated. And not everyone liked the Force beings. And then they got him back, the guy who played the Sith guy, to play Darth Maul. It's great. And then they kept having him play him, and then in Rebels, he's like this old, decrepit guy now. I love this shit. It's so great. He's like, yes, Ezra, good. I'm like, this is great. He's an evil wizard now.
The whole thing where they found him, when he had spider legs, that whole rant that he did. Always remember I am fear. Always remember I am filth. Always remember I am Darth Kenobi. And I'm like, oh my god, he is pushing it to the limit.
Well, the actual character is broken. And that's what was so great about it. And even him being focused a little bit, he still is broken. He cannot be fixed ever, because he's so broken. His mind is broken from being in isolation at the bottom of that thing for years.
The only thing holding him together was his hate for Kenobi. And I'm like, oh my god.
I'll kill him. I will have my... It's like Vegeta. I will have my revenge, Kakarot. I will have it. It will happen. You just wait and see. As he crawls with no legs.
He's like
I will get back.
Mock my pride.
How did you become Super Saiyan? I want to be a Super Saiyan. I want to. Push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice. It's just like, dude, he literally broke down, had a fucking tantrum, and that's actually how he became Super Saiyan. Fucking great. The one true tragedy me and Lenny talked about this recently with like DBZA, was the only part of Boo we actually wanted to write was just Vegeta being a dad and being normal and not being competitive anymore. Hey guys, how's it going? Are your kids coming over next Saturday? That's awesome. It's great. And when Goku shows up, he's like, what's happening? Anyways, not fully. He's like slowly starts coming out. Like he's actually happy, but the second Goku's around him, he starts going fucking crazy.
He starts having an aneurysm. Just.
No. Anyways, no. We're gonna have a great time. It's great seeing you again.
Kakarot.
It's Goku. I am aware. It's like it slowly comes out more and more. He could do better than Goku. He knows that, but he starts going crazy again because everyone's lives are great till Goku shows up, and it all goes south again immediately. But the rest of Boo is bad. It's not a good story.
Oh boy.
The rest of Boo is just like Cell, but worse.
Oh god.
And Cell was not that great, guys.
Listen, I enjoyed it. All right.
Boo is just took too long. It took too long to get to the point.
Yeah, dude.
And Fat Boo was dumb. It was dumb.
Fat Boo was dumb.
You know how they could, and this is my one rewrite I have for it. What if it started as like the Kid Boo and it became the Fat Boo because it kept eating people, and then it separated because all of humanity started becoming this creature inside it, and that's where it became the thin evil Boo and the Fat Boo that way. But instead they started with the Fat Boo. It's like, this goes based on the Supreme. I'm telling you not to write it that. They could have just not written it that way, and it just started off as Kid Boo immediately, and then became Super Boo instead. It's just the process of events were weird. It was just weird.
Boo. And
Boo.
Freaking Bobbity. Oh my god.
Yes, can you imagine when they turn on the others?
Great line of dialogue.
Deborah.
No, I'm too busy talking low.
That guy who they got was what a voice.
Oh, dude.
It's what sucks is he wasn't the villain for the arc because he's fucking great.
Oh,
even though he was just Magic Cell, but we won't go into detail on that.
How did you? Oh.
Oh shit.
Dude, the movies are just retreads of the plot from the show.
They are.
They are. But just in a 50-minute movie. That's why bridging them was so much fun because we just got to fucking just shit on it. Essentially,
You just got to shit on it.
Well, it's because it doesn't fit, it doesn't make any sense. So we have our own movie universe, and we got to write that Courtney and Yajirobe were slowly getting married in a relationship on outs. That's why they go to Namek because Yajirobe's avoiding Korin, and then they're buying stuff for their wedding in Super Android 13, and then they're married at the beginning of Broly. It's just like I fucking love that we did that, and it worked. And then and then we had Bitch Broly, which was the best fucking thing ever. Hello, what is your power level?
I don't know. It's pretty high.
Mine too. Mine too. Thanks, Broly. It's
Princess
just like, what did you
Trunks.
I always look at that movie and I'm just like, dude, that movie was stupid as fuck.
Oh,
because
100%.
of the crying subplot was actually so profoundly dumb. I don't know how it made it in.
So you mean to tell me he got so mad because Goku was crying?
No, that's right. No. Broly hates Kakarot because he cried a lot for like 3 hours.
3 hours.
Well, it's just like it's so profoundly stupid. Like Broly's such a cool concept, but it's such a dumb fucking reason for it. It's why the whole thing is tainted.
That's why I loved when you guys did with Vegeta, which is like, that's so dumb.
But
that's so cool.
Cool. But that's
so
dumb. That's exactly it. Like that's exactly the Drifters of Time and Space. Thank you so much. Oh god.
Thank you.
Thank you everybody for coming by here. I'm joined by your narrator, everybody.
Oh, that's me.
That is you. One second. I want to make sure that my I think I realized. Oh yeah, my shots are on. Yo, the Drifter of Time and Space. Shots with 5 gifted shots. Thank you so much, Winky Face. Ooh. All right, so I gotta ask you now because I can tell we're both comfort watchers of animated series. That's our go-to. What's your go-to comfort show right now?
Right now, One Piece.
Interesting. I can't do sub stuff though, unfortunately, because it takes all my attention to read at the same time. So I don't.
I've trained my ADHD well.
Interesting. I never could rein mine in that way. It takes too much of my focus because I have to be reading something. Reading is truly something that takes all my laser focus. I can never do another thing when I'm reading.
My thing is like it's weird. If I read something, oh yeah. Thank
Freedom's right. Thank you so much. Continue on.
You're good. It's if I'm reading something and then I have to say it out loud, like actually read out loud, I'm kind of slow. But if I read something and I just like read it in my head, I can read stuff really, really, really fast and then just watch the show.
My dad and I are speed readers, so I kind of got that from my dad, so I can blitz through books pretty quickly.
Nice.
But the thing is, I can't sit down and read a book because that takes all my attention because I can't go do something else while I'm reading the book.
Well, yeah,
it's
exactly.
like you're reading the book, which is why I actually listen, because we're going to start talking about Warhammer here pretty soon. Don't worry. No, I know, right? So I actually listened through to the entirety of the Horus Heresy franchise, all 60 books.
I have started getting back into Warhammer again, especially after the game came out, and I played that for a bit, and I was like,
Total Warhammer 3?
I don't know if it was 3. No, it was the oh my god, it was the freaking, oh my god, help me.
I don't know. Darktide?
Yes, thank you. Holy crap.
It's just a shame that for me, I feel really weird. That's why I'm not streaming. And like I've streamed Total Warhammer 3, but I feel very strange about 40K because I'm involved as an actor with TTS.
Yeah.
If it ever has text to speak, and they got dropped because of Games Workshop's crappy anti-fan policy, and it's one of the reasons. Oh yeah. Well, essentially what happened, they hired on somebody. Please do not take this as legal information, everybody. They hired on somebody from Wizards of the Coast. Already a red flag. So he got brought on to make like an online service because everyone was making plus services, you know, like everything like blank plus. So they're trying to make Warhammer plus. So he showed up and he's like, hey guys, I know, as you all know, we're a movie studio.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
So immediately he was starting to produce these productions for Warhammer Plus, and there was some other things that it was worked in on, but they made a new rule that there was no more fan animations allowed with copyrighted characters. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What a rug pull for 25 to 30 years of canon. Because literally 2 of the Primarchs are redacted, so anyone's successor chapters that might just be people's OC can technically, thematically be canon, if so need be. It's the entire concept of Warhammer has the entire book, the magazine they send out every month has pages of people's customizations.
Yeah.
It's why it was so anti-fucking thematic to the rest of the concept, and man, all that free advertising sure makes me look like I'm not good at my job. Time to shut it down and be vague about what I meant. And that's exactly what happened. So that's why they ever had text to speak shut down. Is because 1 to 2 people decided that the fans' love of the product was less important than money that they're not going to make. Their stock sunk, and it hasn't really bounced back up since. I think it finally got back up, maybe? I don't know, man. I'm pissed off. So anyways, yeah, I'm pissed off because I was in that series, and it was Warhammer Abridged. I fucking love Warhammer. I love it to death.
Damn.
The Drifters of Time and Space. First time watching the stream. Long-time watcher of the Weird 101. Love all you do here. Well, thank you so much. The Drifters of Time and Space. Hope you have a good day. And Warhammer Plus is trash. Anyways, so, sorry, it is. It's not good. So, it's the funny thing is, I buy Loki pitch. What if they, like, paid money to the TTS guys to make an HD version of their first season, and they put that on Warhammer Plus exclusively? Forgive me, I'm just good at my job. Anyways, guys, your narrator has nothing to do with any of my harsh opinions I just had. Your narrator is so upset with me right now in DMs. He's like, stop it, I'll have you. No, he's not doing that. He's not doing that.
I'm actually DMing him a picture of a frog.
Why would you say, is it a cute frog? Well, Froggy's not on the show yet.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, it's not there yet, but when it gets there, oh, you'll know. Oh, it's a cute frog.
That's great. That's a great frog you sent me. Hold on, yeah, that's a good frog. That's a good frog.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait. Here's one. Wait, look at this. And boom. Look at that. Look at that frog. That's a good frog.
Did you get pictures of Froggy's family?
Shh, don't worry about it. Just think about how cute of a frog it is. Just think about how cute of a frog it is.
The cuteness can't be argued, obviously, but like, this is what it looks like, everybody. Damn it!
just don't worry. don't worry about it.
Damn it! It's Froggy family officially doxxed. Yeah, it happened, guys.
Yeah, sorry. I got curious. Wanted to see how the frogs were doing. Will they live?
They're. I'm waiting for the final joke for Froggy. She'll be done with me officially when I make this joke. What are you talking about? Froggy's riveted for everyone's pleasure. Ah! There we go.
Oh, that was a good one.
There we go.
I bet she'll be hopping mad.
Ah! These bits are about to croak. All right.
Woo! I don't know, Tucker. That joke was kind of leaps and bounds ahead of some people's time.
Totally.
All right.
Yes. So, now you've watched like the DBZA and the Hellsing stuff we've worked on, correct?
I've watched most of your shit. I'm kind of a fan.
Okay, I need to ask you a question. Did you get mad at us about abridging on the movie? I rewatched it last night and I went, this is one of the funniest fucking things we've ever made.
I liked it.
Fucking funny.
I liked it a lot. So
I just
my
favorite joke.
I go into a bridge series immediately as soon as I see the word abridged. I know it's gonna be a lot of funny ass jokes and a lot of good stuff.
Well, like for myself, I can only speak to me. I feel like I was inspired by 3 key things. Like, well, 4 maybe. Like Mel Brooks movies are like a big one. Classic Simpsons. Like the classic Simpsons, and I really do feel like Clone High season 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, in particular, that one's on my list because it actually, I always talk about this, but it actually was the one that, because it's a problematic series with some of the jokes they make because it's like literally 21-year-olds wrote it, okay, in early 2000. It's going to have some gay jokes, and they're going to be bad. So it's just the reality of the era. It's just the reality of the era and kind of what we grew up in. One of the bits was the ADHD episode with Gandhi. Because Gandhi is diagnosed with ADHD. Because I have ADHD, so there's an episode where Gandhi's diagnosed with ADHD. So like 2001. I had never heard ADHD mentioned on any television show up to that point. I'm watching this episode. Gandhi, you have tested positive for ADHD. He's like, oh my God, will I die? And I still remember how hard I was laughing to this day at that, because at that point I felt very alone with my ADHD and just, will I die? Just like, I know it's not gonna kill me, but just hearing someone sincerely ask that question, it killed me. I was just laughing because it was like a high schooler even at the time. There was some people start to break. That was huge for me too. Yeah, that was a really huge episode for a lot of ADHD people actually, because it was the first time they've ever done it, and the whole episode is fucking funny.
Dude, like, yeah, because I mean, I got ADHD too, and they tried to put me on Straterra. And that just made me, they were like, look at how much he's focusing in class. And meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, I'm very sad. This is not okay. And
Wait,
so
hold
I just,
on.
like, stopped taking
Why aren't you able to regurgitate the stuff we're telling you to do? Because I don't find it interesting. That's no excuse. That's literally the excuse.
That's literally, I am telling you the problem.
Literally 10% of the population cannot learn this way. It's not because we're dumb. It's because physically our brains are rejecting it because it's so uninteresting. It's causing physical pain.
Stop being boring!
Dude, that's why when, like, recently Harrison Ford gave an interview saying, like, so you have social anxiety? No, I don't have social anxiety. You know what I have? I find boring conversations physically painful. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Is he neurodivergent? That guy's so talented, he can land a plane anywhere, including a golf course. Anyway.
Yeah.
I want to set him down. All right, you can't do that again. No more weed before you fly. Okay, fine.
Okay, fine.
That dude is so stoned most of the time. It's like when you hear Woody Harrelson talk, you're like, that guy smokes weed.
That guy right there.
It's me, Woody Harrelson. I'm like, that's a lot of weed. That man inhales smoke in between takes.
You are on Venus right now.
I know there was like the whole anti-reefer madness movie documentary that was made in the early 2000s. Guess who narrates the whole thing? It's Woody Harrelson. Hey man,
my
weed
God.
is fantastic.
Is it? Hold on.
Oh yeah, there's like the big it's not an anti-weed video, it's like anti-weed video. Like it's talking about all the reefer madness shit that happened and how the actual history of weed, and it's just narrated by him, yeah. because he's a renowned stoner.
Oh yeah, like oh my god, I gotta look that up.
The fact that people make jokes about how much of a stoner he is in other television shows, that's how much of a stoner he is. Like, all I can say is, I know plenty of people who fucking smoke weed, but we don't make stoner jokes about them.
I can't do it no more. I got medically said I can't do it no more.
You can't do it no more. Ah, boo. That's okay.
Yeah, I got GERD. Unfortunately,
You got what's GERD? Is it related to curd?
No, well, I mean, I can't have cheese, so maybe, but no, it's pretty much gastrointestinal stuff. So it's like
shit.
I can no longer have cheese, spicy foods, fried foods.
Okay. So I have decided I have made a decision to minimize my cheese intake, and I'm also minimizing my meat intake as well. I feel better. I hate it.
I literally am eating only lean meats and rice and like whole grains.
We really only should be, the only fatty meat we should be eating really is fish and chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
Fatty like beef is like, you gotta keep it lean. When it's lean, it's actually pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah.
But like the fat on that it's not the best. There's better, healthier fats to have.
Oh yeah. And then there's me looking at, if I see a steak, I'm like, ugh.
Well, the problem is I love sriracha, which is, I'm white, so I need my food to taste like something. What? Yeah. What? It's what sriracha is known for almost every other ethnicity. Us, the white people sauce. Yeah, they're like, put it on their phone. Yep, coat everything with it. Yep.
Oh my god.
Hey, you got Cholula? Give me
Where's
that.
the sriracha? I can't eat it without this being dipped in sriracha. Dude, sriracha is like the most milquetoast of all fucking spicy shit.
Yup.
And it's why, like, so many people will just coat their shit in it, where they have no flavor in their food, and they're just like, well, it tastes like this then. It's like danger ketchup, really.
Yeah. Oh my, dude. Actually, 100% danger ketchup.
Yeah, it's not like spicy ketchup. That tastes like shit.
Yeah, no, that Whataburger spicy ketchup is probably what gave me GERD.
Someone said, you think so?
Oh, 100%.
Man, it's like, I don't even know, man. I guess I'm in a situation where, like, my doctors don't care until I die, I guess. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Louisiana hot sauce on everything. See, Louisiana hot sauce is okay because it doesn't distract away. It doesn't kill flavor. The problem with Tabasco sauce is it kills flavor. Tabasco's too strong. Sriracha also kills flavor, but in my opinion, it blends better. But that's to each their own.
Hey, you know what? It's okay, Taco, because we just did a video where we rated 50 different hot sauces from the worst to the best. So now you'll have flavor.
There we go. That's some good flavor right there. Now, I gotta ask, what was the worst one? Unless that was
Frank's.
the spoil it.
Frank's.
Frank's is so, dude. I figured it was Frank. I was curious if
was bad, dude.
I was because it uses a lot of cinnamon. That's why it's bad.
It literally, like, okay, when I eat hot sauce, even though I'm not technically supposed to eat it anymore, whatever.
Dude, you need flavor. Okay, is it
need
sodium
flavor.
is it sodium or hot sauce? You make your choice.
If I smell a hot sauce and it just smells like black pepper, like that kind of black pepper smell.
Oh, I know the type you're talking about. If that's on a beef,
immediately-
imagine that with beef stir fry and all.
Oh, no!
It's like, and now and rice. Okay, and rice there too, and all mixed in together. And yeah, god damn it, fuck.
I smell that and I'm like, I know for a fact this hot sauce is going to be just terrible. And everyone was.
Stir-fried sauce. Yeah, we had Tabasco in a rashes packet. It made the difference between dog food and something edible. Yes.
Yep. MREs. That's literally the only thing that made any of the food out of the MREs edible was like a packet of hot sauce.
People need to watch. There's a whole documentary on what ketchup actually was. I don't think people were aware what a cultural phenomenon ketchup was, because before that we didn't have sauce for so much shit. And ketchup became the sauce that you put on bad food to make it taste a little bit better.
Dude, they still do that in Australia with with their meat pies. They got the
oh,
tomato
dude,
sauce.
I when I went there one time, I loved going to Pie Face.
Dude, so good. So every time, I've only been to Australia a couple times now to like go visit the other boys and do shoots, but like every time I go there now, even though I can't technically have it anymore, I will scour the ends of the earth in Australia to be like, do you have a chicken pie that I can just put tomato sauce on? And then I remember, I can't even have that either. I don't care. I'm just gonna eat it.
Dude, you just gotta you just can't do it constantly. You can have it every now and then. Your
Yeah,
system can
yeah,
handle it.
yeah.
You just can't have it be a consistent thing. It's one of the reasons why I'm like trying to cut down on some things because probably not the most healthy for me. So yeah, that's right, guys.
Get healthy together.
No, I don't wanna. Little Karibo rating. Oh my God. I'm joined by your narrator, everybody. Little Karibo, thank you so much for rating. And there is the actor who played Lord Frieza in today's episode of Heffel, because the newest episode of Heffel dropped today. Stinky Talker Ray. Haruka's here too. God damn it! I had a good thing, now a bad thing happened. Woo! The moose is on. Haruka Moose is on the loose. Haruka, 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 Haruka. The Dragon Drifters of Time and Space, thank you so much for the 5 gifted shots! And a shout out given to Little Karibo, thank you so much. And please do follow them, because Martin does really wonderful chill streams. She's pointing at something.
Oh,
Interesting. What is she? I don't even know what she's pointing at.
I don't-
But Haruka, I'm
That's
happy to
interesting.
see you. I'm happy to see you again. A little Karibo holding up 2 fingers instead of 1, like Haru. So that's great.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, like twice as much effort. Haruka only ever holds up 1 finger, it's like minimizing all the effort. Like it's just it. I hope you're feeling. I hate it here. I hope you're feeling better, Haruka. Out of character, I hope you're feeling better. You know, because when I make fun of you, and like when you came back, I had to like post like a GIF of Garth Marenghi shooting at the dead body, just because it was like, I'll take care of it, guys. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. Have you ever seen Garth Marenghi's Dark Place?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my favorite piece of parody ever, I think. Because
Ooh.
everything is so profoundly hilarious. It is the epitome of writing to your limitations, in my opinion.
You know what? I'm agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you that.
Haruka Caribou, doing my best to ride the COVID After Effects, just riding the ride. Yeah, I hope you are feeling better, Haruka. I really do, you know, because
We really hope you feel better.
watching Haruka stream was super chill. Hell yeah, Martin's a great chill streamer. I pop in there every now and then like a ghost, and then I disappear again, like a ghost. A ghost. Darn it!
Rainy Phantom.
The Grave doesn't know the difference between scene and emo. What? He doesn't know what goths are either. I like how everyone's like, actually, no, she's not a goth character. She's a scene character. I'm like, guys, I don't know how to tell you this, but the creator of that series might have been wrong about some things every now and then.
Yep.
Guys,
just a bit.
guys, stop expecting perfection from everybody, okay? Please stop that. If you expect little to nothing, guys, when people do good things, you'll be happy. Okay?
Oh.
That's
This
not
is
a
why
negative.
I live in a state of blissful ignorance.
That sounds like you're busy.
Nah, head empty, no busy.
Head empty, only thought. If that was the
Only.
case, that shirt would be ripped off already. Okay.
I,
The VTuber girls are hungry for new meat, and they really want guys who are actual daddies, not the like 21-year-old, 21-year-old Eichmann going, "Hey, hello there, ladies,
Yeah.
I'm daddy."
no,
like,
no,
motherfucker,
you want
you're
a
not daddy.
27 turning 28 daddy.
No, they don't want that. They want actual 30-years.
Oh well, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, you'll get there eventually. You'll get there eventually.
Yeah,
You'll age up. You'll age up. It's all uphill from here. Wait.
Oh no, oh god.
Every day it gets a little bit worse, and that's all I have to say about that. It's like, what's that one part from Office Space? Every day I feel like my life gets a little bit worse, so that
Little
means
bit
every
worse.
single day is the worst day of my life. And the therapist is like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The therapist is like, holy fuck.
What do I
like,
even say to that?
He says, dude, he's just like so profoundly dark, my god. Like, the therapist kind of doesn't even know how to wrap his head around it. And the therapist dies. It's like, the fucking movie's great, man. It's fun. It's a fun, weird movie, but man, I don't think you can make that nowadays.
No,
Because
there's-
everyone thinks it
there's
has
a
an agenda.
There's a lot of stuff that you know from the past that we can't make nowadays.
A lot of it for good reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of it for good reason. That's
A lot
why
of it was creative values and artistic freedom that maybe shouldn't have been, yeah.
some shit ages well, some shit doesn't. That's just the nature of any kind of artistic expression, you know?
That's the beauty of the beast.
I was watching an old Carol Burnett. You ever watch Carol Burnett? The old show back in the day? I mean, like, there's reruns of it sometimes on TV. Carol Burnett's a show that was in the 60s. and it's considered really ahead of its time. So they had some really great jokes about race relations at the time. One of the jokes was they had something called As the Stomach Turns, which is their parody of As the World Turns. So it's like everything has like a big organ sting, and everything. They like all of a sudden they're like, "That's the door," and then they turn and walk, and then the doorbell goes off. Like just little things like that is like intentionally really bad. Like everything about it's really bad. And eventually someone opens up the door and it's an African American actress. Hello there, I'm, and they say the old terminology NEGRO, and then this camera zooms in down with an orchestra. It just zooms in on her when she says it. I'm moving to your neighborhood. Like just it's making everyone starts howling with laughter, making fun of people who are uncomfortable with that. I'm here to be because the Blazing Saddles came out in the early 70s. Exactly, guys. Like this was a couple of years before Blazing Saddles, but they were kind of making jokes of that ilk. But then two episodes later, they're super racist to Asian people. So not everything's perfect. It's the 60s. It was the 60s. It's why it was a different era. Women couldn't have credit cards. It was a different time.
Everything was different.
Everything was different, which is why that's why I love one of my favorite movies is like Young Frankenstein.
Ooh.
You ever seen it?
Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein. Yeah, that is one of the first. That was made by Mel Brooks. It was one of his first big parody movies he ever made, and it was based on Frankenstein. It was his version of like a sequel to Frankenstein. Like they have Son of Frankenstein. This is Young Frankenstein. It's an entirely separate canon, essentially. It's a direct sequel to the original Frankenstein, if you want to think of it that way.
Oh,
exactly. Yeah, and it has an all-star cast because it's written by Mel Brooks and one of a young Gene Wilder is playing Victor von Frankenstein.
Oh.
And he's going full fucking crazy. It also stars. Some people are throwing out the names of the actors here in chat, everything, but it has a lot of
good job, Chad.
Oh yeah, it's got a lot of really good. Madeline Kahn. It has all these big name actors in it at the time too. Like they're all pretty big name people. They all want to be Mel Brooks shit.
Oh,
because he was a really good big. Because he also made the producers, and it was heralded as one of the greatest pieces of parody ever.
Oh yeah, I see the names in chat. You got Madeline Kahn, Horses Scream. You can't.
Oh no, that's a joke. That's a joke they're doing. It's a joke they're doing. Like everybody, that Raymond's dad and Everybody Loves Raymond plays the Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, okay.
And Marty Feldman, the comedian Marty Feldman?
Mm-hmm.
He plays Igor.
Oh my god.
He's so good because he's the complete reverse of Igor. He literally undercuts him constantly. Hello there, Mr. Frankenstein. It's Frankenstein. Oh, they told me wrong. My name is Igor, I guess. That just changes his name on the fly to be, we're saying things different? Okay, he treats any kind of, dismissive thing, he does the exact same thing to them immediately.
Oh my god.
Gene Hackman played the blind man. It was just wild shit. It was just fun stuff all top to bottom. It's just a lot of really good physical humor. And no joke, when they were starting it out, they actually contacted the original Frankenstein producers, and they asked for permission to make a parody movie, obviously, because this was back in the day. Kind of need to ask for permission, even though, the concept of Frankenstein technically is public domain, but I think the movie is copyrighted. I don't know if that's true, though. I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong on that. I don't know. That's why the monsters...
Quote him, write that down.
No. Dracula, Mummy, all those monsters are not legally owned by any company. They're all public domain. That's why there's so much knockoff stuff of them all the time. Yeah, they're never legally owned. You could make art with it and not be in trouble with anybody.
Write this down.
So I know, right? It's a fun thing to learning about that. So what happens in this is they contacted them, and this is the coolest part. They're like, "Oh, do you want the sets?" What? They had all the original props from the first Frankenstein in a vault.
No way.
And they gave it to them for the Young Frankenstein. So when they actually go into Frankenstein's lab, it's the fucking lab itself. They actually got to reuse the original set with the original props.
Okay, I gotta look this up.
Dude, it's Young Frankenstein. I'd love to watch it with you sometime. It's it's one of my favorite pieces of parody because it's just great. It's just
Dude,
great.
I'd be down. I'd be down
hell
for
yeah.
that.
It's also filmed in black and white.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a black and white movie, too. Because it was the original Frankenstein.
Oh my goodness.
I watched it
Going
with
back to the days where everyone was like, "Hello there."
Oh yeah, no, it was made in the 60s. It was made in the 70s, but it was meant to be black and white to be like a 20s movie. Because that's when all the Universal Monsters and everything movies were happening, the 20s and 30s and 40s and stuff.
Oh yeah.
All those black and white movies, so they made it black and white to be like that.
That's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
the putting on the Ritz scene is amazing, guys. Silverwind48, thank you much for the 2 months of support. Mistress Doom and I watched it, actually. She found it really fun because it's, you know how some parodies can be very negative and very mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one is the reverse of that.
Oh.
The complete reverse of a mean parody. This is, they love Frankenstein. You can tell that this meant a lot to the people who produced it. I think it was a 2-movie production. I think Mel Brooks, I don't know if this is true or not. From what I'm understanding, it was more Gene Wilder who wanted to make Young Frankenstein, and I think it was more Mel Brooks who wanted to make Blazing Saddles, which were made right after each other.
Oh.
One after the other.
Yeah.
That's why Gene Wilder's in both movies. Because it's like the 2 movies he's in. Because they're filmed back to back.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I love that shit. Inspector Kemp was hilarious. The Inspector was one of my favorite characters. It's just very, very, very German. What is going on here, you youngie? It's like can't even get the words out because of how thick his accent is. He has like a wooden arm that he slaps in certain positions to sell what he's trying to do because he can't physically move it, so he slaps it with his other hand. Come this way, and he turns it to the side.
Hold on. There we go. All right.
It's a lot of physical comedy because it's like, you know, Mel Brooks loves his slapstick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he loves this shit. So anyways, guys, I'm joined here by your narrator as we're sitting here talking about a million fucking things right now.
Literally ADHD is taking over.
This is a fun ride here. But if you haven't seen, a silly question, have you seen any of the new South Park, I say streaming specials? There's 4 of them. Well, there's 6 of them, actually.
The stream. I have seen some of the streaming specials. Yes.
There are 3 stories with 2 big specials each.
Mm-hmm.
There is the pandemic special and then the vaccination special. I think the pandemic special was one of the best things they've ever written. I actually cried. I cried. I fucking will admit it's the only time I've ever cried watching South Park ever.
I loved that special.
It was the end where when Stan just has his breakdown. I don't know where anyone else was at the pandemic at that point, but I was exhausted, guys.
Yeah.
I was exhausted, and when he just said, "I just want to see my friends," I was just like, "Fuck, man!" I just started tearing up, you know. I just started tearing up because the acting for Stan was so good in that moment, and Cartman was gonna and Cartman's like, no, and he hands it over, like, all right, fine, we'll move on. And Cartman even gives up his selfish-thing because he's worried about his friend, you know. And it's just like this is wonderful moment, and then the Garrison joke, but that's great. That was great. That was good. That's good comedy. Good comedy. That's good comedy. Everybody, leave them laughing. Then they had the future plot, which I loved.
I loved that.
I loved it in concept. I just feel like they could have done more with it, but that's neither here nor there. But that NFT joke was one of the funniest fucking things they've ever done.
Oh yeah. It's gotta be.
Y'all ever heard about NFTs? And then they start foaming him. Foam him down, like he's a fucking creature, like molting.
He's escaped.
He's escaped, no! And it turns into madness everywhere he's in because it's just so fucking fun. He actually creates chaos now.
Yeah, he literally is Professor Chaos.
But that's what I was hoping for. But eventually the act dropped. What are you talking about? Here, I was happy. It was seen through my guy. It's like, oh my god, it's been chaos this whole time, pretending to be somebody else. Like I thought they were gonna do something like that, but I'm happy with what they did. So KSP, will you be killing Kerballs soon? Oh. Do you like Kerballs? Is that? Are you trash for Kerbal Space Program? Are you trash for that game? It's fine. We're all trash for some games. We just excuse it for everything. We're like, it's amazing. It's trash. More of it.
Give it.
Yeah, that's Total War games for me.
Dude,
Give me more of that. Just.
I'm a sucker for the Souls series.
Oh, dude, you try. Yeah. That one. Those are fun. So you must have been really happy with Elden Ring then, huh?
Yeah.
Dude, it's very rare, and I say this. You gotta think about it this way. How many times have we gotten playing a game where they've literally lied to us about how big it's been, and it was a good thing? You know, it's like, I think about the other games that they lied about how big the game was, and that game, the actual company, you know, who made it, they actively downplayed how big the world was.
Yeah, they were like,
did not.
It'll be good.
They downplayed it. And I've never seen anyone do that before. And then because we didn't know how big it was, when we started playing it, we had that big wealth of like, oh my god. And I remember the exact part where I lost my fucking mind. Like, you know, when you jump around a little bit, I jumped over to the poison area. I was like, whoa, there's a whole other area over here. But it was the one all the way to the north. I looked at the map and I went, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So then I looped around to actually to run from the ground area. I was like, how do you get around behind this area? There's no whole other area behind there. What are you talking about? I figured it out, and then I saw the whole area where I saw the magic castle, and I went, this fucking game, man. I like paused at that shit. You know the shot I'm talking about. It's like cinematically, I went, holy fuck, is this art now? This took my breath away.
So good. It was good.
I actually inhaled, went, oh my god. I'm like, whoa. It caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting like a whole zone that was 3 times the size of the area I was just in. And
the fact that they were like, hey, just a little caveat. We were sorry to hear about the writer for Berserk. So here's Guts' sword in an area that looks like the frickin' that looks like Berserk.
This
and
is
I'm like,
the most inspired by Berserk area they've ever had. Like how it visually,
oh my god,
not the universe necessarily, but definitely because I know George R.R. Martin did a lot of the backstory, which is the thing he's awesome at. That's his best writing kind, is backstory shit. He's so great at that, which is why when everyone was like, oh no, but he's bad at writing the plot. Like, no. The meat and potatoes, he's not the best at, but the broad strokes, he's actually pretty good.
Like, it was just, that was the, I am actually getting a, like, for my right arm, I'm getting a full tattoo sleeve of, younger Futhark and, Nordic shit with Elden Ring mixed into it. And Dark Souls, so it's just gonna be fantastic.
Oh man, like again, the Dark Souls universe itself has such a fucking cool origin because the whole universe came into being in such a different way. And everything is different. But I always say the first Dark, because I know Demon Souls was kind of the first one, but they were still testing out what they were doing. They weren't. The concept was still rough in its infancy, so Dark Souls really took off.
I actually replayed recently Demon Souls on the PlayStation. I was like,
the new remake is actually pretty good because they upscaled everything. Does it have a jump button though?
I think
that's why I can't go back and play Bloodborne because there's no jump button.
Yeah, I tried to get back into Bloodborne again, and I was like, there's no jump button. What do you mean?
It's throwing me. It is throwing me really hard because it has everything, but all the games that came out of that era had a jump button. But they didn't want to design the levels because then they would have to really add a lot of fucking. They'd have to get really serious with some of those levels, and they were really fucking well designed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm not shitting on this, but just the lack of a jump button is really noticeable. And now after Elden Ring, it almost creates like an effect where I'm like, fuck, it really needs that. But if you have a jump button and if you had a jump button, then it would break the game.
Oh, exactly. It would just. Oh my god. And like in Elden Ring, God, you're gonna get me nerdy. In Elden Ring, the lore behind some of the bosses is like some of it is really, really profound and amazing, and then some of them is like, oh, Star Scourge Radon. He learned gravity magic for the sole purpose is he didn't want to leave his horse. That's why he's a big ass dude. That's like stories upon stories feet tall, and just riding on a tiny horse.
It sounds silly, but then you got, what was that one, like the beast? It was the one in one of those tunnels. It had the gravity magic too. In one of those tunnel fights. It was one of the worst fights in the game because its AoE attack takes up most of the cave itself, because my biggest complaint about that game is they had too many of the tunnels had the exact same boss room, and that was really aggravating to me because I'm just like, god damn it, guys, the one thing that's throwing me here.
Yeah, where you're just like, oh, okay, this is kind of a small enclosed kind of cave system. This should be fine, but then most of the bosses in there have like a big AoE attack, and you're like, ooh.
Giant AoE. It's also slow giant swings. The hit ratio on that game are really fucking obnoxious. That's all my complaints I have, but the rest of everything's crazy. When I got to the fucking giant tree infected by the plague ants, I'm like, this game is amazing.
Oh, dude, right?
I couldn't believe
you find a whole other dragon in there, and you're like, oh.
Dude, I this whole other fucking zone out of left field you didn't even expect, and it's just like, this is nuts. There's so much in this game, and all I can think, each of those zones, if another company would charge $30, and if you gave them grief, they would shame you.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
It's like the only industry that gets away with shaming their consumers. It's kind of wild. I imagine the behavior of the video games industry, if it applied to the car industry, I want you to imagine like Ford released like a pickup truck and like the bumper fell off and one of the tires wasn't driving properly. And every time you pointed that out, they started shaming and saying that lots of people worked hard on this and don't deserve to be shamed for it. Like, it doesn't work. It's why it's like if the product's faulty, it's like, I'm sorry, it's faulty. You're asking us for money. Here's, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
I put away my Marxist manifesto here for a second. Rabble. Well, thank you guys for all the bits. And Katie, so KSP2, I answered that already. You already answered that 6 minutes ago. So I wanted to ask you. So you mentioned you were rewatching something recently, and the show, your go-to show right now, has been animated series. You mentioned it earlier, and I forgot what it was. Can you say it again?
One Piece.
It's been One Piece. Where are you at right now?
I'm caught up. I'm watching episode to episode, buddy.
The true tragedy of what's happening right now is it's taking too long, and it's hitting that problem again. I feel like we're in a Skypia situation again.
I
This
get
keeps
it.
happening. He keeps happening. He goes too deep in, and it's like, fuck, this is gonna take a while to get out of this, dude.
But the animation quality is so
Yes.
good right now.
Yes,
It's
again, they're putting a lot of love into the Wano arc, but pacing-wise, it's all over the place.
Yeah, and that was the thing too, where like I get it. It is a very long anime.
Oh,
a lot of people are going like it's over 1,000 episodes, and I'm like, it only has 91 episodes out of 1,000. That's technically filler.
And also, this is the big thing, and this is I will say this: my biggest problem with One Piece. I used to read them all the time. I didn't like Frankie's redesign in the time skip, but that's fine. A lot of people got pissed off about that.
Yep.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's too silly. And too much like a kid's cartoon. That's what it felt like. Thank you. Good, we're on the same page on that one. What killed me was when I'm trying to watch it now, I can't just watch it. Because every new episode, I have to fast forward, because I can't just skip everything. To get to the next part, I have to physically click. I have to physically fast forward through the intro, the explanation of what One Piece is, and last time on One Piece. That is 5 to 6 minutes each episode now. Okay? That is 5 to 6 minutes. And you cannot...
give you that.
But the thing is, this is a 21-minute show, meaning we're down now to 15 minutes of animation that is actually being made. So I cannot just have it so it skips all that, and it just goes into the next episode immediately. Because one of the things I got was the orange bricks, the orange brick DBZ sets, which looked nice but visually were terrible. The reason why they were so well received was because of one reason, in my opinion: marathon mode. It cut off the outro and last time and the intro. It just went end of episode, beginning of next episode with all the meat, with all the extra shit gone. And there is no way to enjoy One Piece with that in place. For that reason, I can never watch One Piece because I have to every 15 minutes fast forward through 6 minutes of shit I don't give a fuck about. And that's why I could be watching 4 episodes in an hour. To get through it. I could. I won't though, because I have to do all that babysitting.
And then there's also that moment where the writers were like, "Hey, so really hope you're up to date and you really like One Piece so far. How it's getting good."
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Taka.
Okay.
How did you like the prologue?
What's the prologue technically? I've heard different opinions on that. Like East Blue.
No, this whole thing.
This whole plot is a prologue?
This whole plot.
No, he said
from the beginning to Wano.
Was a prologue. It's interesting. I know for a fact that what Kubo really wants to make is a Viking show. I know that. He said that in every interview. The fact that everything's not super Viking in his show right now proves that he has fucking restraint. Okay? Because he's flat out said like 10 years ago, next show is a Viking thing. Every interview, Vikings, we're doing Vikings next. Viking! He fucking loves Viking lore. He loves it to death.
Vikings, and that's why I'm like, yes, good.
No, and that's why he wants to finish this really good, because it's made more money than God.
Oh, easily.
Oh, easily. And it's made more money than DBZ.
Yeah. The sheer amount of things in Japan alone that are One Piece themed are astronomical.
Yeah. I look forward to not Luffy, Viking guy. I can't wait for his name to be Loki. It's gonna be Loki. It's gonna be Loki. Main character's gonna be Loki. You know what's happening.
You got it. You gotta call it.
Here's the thing. Loki finds out that his parents aren't actually his parents. He's actually the son of a god, and we get the anime pantheons. Okay, that's what we get. That's what we're gonna get, and it's gonna be fantastic, and I'm gonna love it because I can only imagine how stupid those gods are gonna look. It's Oda. It's Oda. I can't wait for the giants to just be 1 foot taller than everybody else. No, but that's just 1 foot taller, not that much taller. But all the women are just like carrying around their boyfriends under their arms.
And I'm just, meanwhile, me being carried in the background, just yes.
Dude, we all can admit that the planet of the large women awoken a lot inside of all of us. Yeah, I want to point out that episode made us all laugh at the idea that the men were going to be R-worded to death.
Yep.
We all laughed because there's something. I'm sorry, guys would be into that, especially if they're straight. If they're gay, it is actually torture. If they're straight, I mean, yeah, they're gonna be killed, but they're comedy guys, so who gives a shit?
Dude, big muscle women.
How did they die? Crushed pelvises. And the actual, if you see the skeletons, one of the skeletons has his hands back behind his head, and the other one has a cigarette in his mouth. And shit. It's just like, dude, they died happy. It's like, yeah. Like, literally, I was like writing an OC plot a long time ago, and I realized I was just writing like an isekai if it was Planet of the Large Woman meets Romance of the Three Kingdoms. But no, my entire premise was the main character literally was about to kill himself, and he kind of falls off something, doesn't know if he jumps. That's the whole thing. So he doesn't know if what he's experiencing is just his like DMT dream as he's dying. Like he actually yells out at some point, "I better not be Jacob's laddering!" But he's doubting this amazing situation where, like, in this universe. Now this is the headcanon is I haven't written this out essentially. So this species is a warrior species of women that were essentially created by aliens to fight battles for the aliens lost. So the science experiment kind of stayed on the planet, and they kind of evolved their own culture. They're all they're built like an ant nest. They're actually like more or less an ant nest in how they not the same way, like only one person gets to have babies. That's a bit different, but very few of their species can have kids technically. And men are very fucking rare. And men essentially are referred to their version of princess, and they're traded because they can only have so many kids. And because this is a science experiment, they can't have sex with their own bloodline. It just doesn't work. They won't have kids. It doesn't work that way. And he finds out why that is because it was all the science that happens eventually, and that was the premise. Is essentially, that was the premise essentially. So this entire war is because it's designed to be controlled, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If the aliens could control how the species breeds, it's like then they can kind of control how many there are. But the problem is this planet doesn't have enough resources for them all. So it just became Romance of the Three Kingdoms for a long time, over top of this old empire that doesn't even exist anymore, and they don't even understand that. And so there's just dozens of fucking tribes, and some of them have 1 to 2 guys, and sometimes the guys will have to leave, and it's like political shit happens. Like full armies meet up and they trade up. Well, they have to because these guys have to have sex with like 100 women at least.
Oh yeah.
And try and have kids because it's hard for them to actually have kids because the system isn't in place anymore. So they tried to actually create their own. But it's like this guy who felt like he has no worth now has way too much, but is still impersonal, and that was the premise. I was actually going to call this My Fantasy, and that was what it was going to be called. Because the guy would think it's his fantasy, or is it? There we go. Like it's like he doesn't know. This is too good to be true. Like that's the whole thing. He can't accept that this is true, because there's no way someone would like this all have. No, this is all a trick. There's no way I could have this ideal scenario. But it's not ideal because of all the political ramifications of everything.
Yup.
Mm-hmm. And also, he speaks English. And there's only ever been one male conqueror in history, and he spoke the demon tongue, which is English. So it's implied, essentially, because the whole way this thing starts is he gets summoned to this world, and he lands face first, and he actually kind of, really fucks up his head, knocks himself out, and, he really hurts himself. He lands on this, he's about to fall off this bridge, land in the water, and he hits this concrete. Ah! Fuck! Ah! Like, he's fell, a couple feet, face first. That's gonna hurt like a son of a bitch,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, so and then he wakes up. There are 40 dead people in this ancient room with all these old machines. And then someone stands up, it was real. And then they die. And he's like, what the fuck?
What?
So essentially, this has been going on for years. This planet, this machine takes humans, because it can track it, who are about to die and won't be missed, and takes them to this planet to change up the gene pool in an emergency scenario. So what had happened was people were being summoned with these machines back in the day when they weren't able to have proper humans. Why am I explaining this to you? I don't even know why you're interested in this, but again, this is what happens. So literally, there was this belief that if you use these machines, you can bring another man in because there's not enough on this planet. So the ancient cult of who followed this old leader was also a guy from Earth who spoke English and everything, and he was the only male conqueror that ever actually had happened. So now, if you speak that language, you speak the demon tongue, and it's considered death if you do that. So he's always had a cult. So they tried to summon another one, and they kind of did, but he's not a cult leader. He's just a guy who tried to kill himself, and that's where we all start. And everyone's dead! All right, figure it out! Ah! The end. That's how we start. That's how we start. He has no idea. There we go. That's my concept. That's my concept. So yeah, that's something I never wrote. I want this to be a thing so much. Yeah, but it's like gonna be half sex, guys. You want that? I don't know if you want that.
I mean, my man, there was a niche community out there that would watch the hell out of it.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, he gets there. I won't spoil anything, but he gets to the First Kingdom, and they have 3 daughters. One speaks the demon tongue, and she's the weird goth one, and bangs him in the prison cell. Because she realizes he might be the heir of the Dark God, and she wants her son to be great, so she just bangs him, because it's power. It's power to them. It's like them being men banging the hot princess who shows up. The exact same fucking premise. Huh. It's all a power play for them, because essentially they were meant to be a warrior ice walking in the, because of course they do. Oh yeah, it's a power play, because it's all about fucking power, because the leader is their mom, and she has 3 daughters from 3 separate bloodlines, and each of the bloodline is fighting for supremacy. Yeah, it's fun. Oh, I know. It's fun. Again, having it be a limited bloodline actually makes it fun. And that makes it politically interesting, because it's like, well, because if you don't have a proper like line for adults, you don't have the next generation, and your line's done.
Yep.
So you actually have a last name of the guy who kind of had you, but you have a bunch of first names with all the women who affected you, because men are treated like objects. I like that you like it, guys. I'm sorry I should have ranted about this, but this is also coffee ADHD talking here. But I'm glad you like the premise. But like, this is the fun thing. You can create anything you want, really. You know,
yeah.
Especially with books and shit. Yeah. Drinking my coffee here. There we go. That's some good coffee. That's some good coffee. So people point out, but that's just you having the fetish of having warrior women use you as an object. I'm like, yeah, it's never gonna happen in reality. So why don't it happen in fantasy, guys?
Right.
And the whole joke that makes it funny is that he questions it the whole time.
Yeah.
He's just, this can't be, like, literally, he's like having sex with somebody. This can't be real. This isn't real at all. This is not real. This is not real. No, I'm dead. I'm dead right now, clearly. And this is all just a dream in my head. But you can't accept it, because that's actually something funny. Because it's like, yeah, anyone who has a, like, if you've ever been a person who catastrophizes and looks on the negative end of anything, the second everything happens to you that's good, you will question it immediately, because you don't think it's real. That's just what's going to happen. That's why that Forspoken thing always got me. Well, that just happened. It kills me, because, like, that's not what a real person would say.
Yeah, no. This isn't real.
No, let's talk about our favorite thing that's real. Animated series like early Family Guy and The Simpsons. Where do you start at your Simpsons rewatch? We're gonna get to the bottom of this answer. Hour and a half, and you have not answered me this question. Where do you start your rewatch? Do you start with Camp Krusty, season 4, episode 1?
Man, you're going like straight into the like direct episodes.
Oh yeah, dude. I know a bunch of them. I don't know all of them. I'm not an expert. I just know key episodes, because that's the first one, so I can remember that, right?
Oh boy.
Okay, here, I'm gonna get the Simpsons episode list. I'm gonna list them all here, real quick here. All right, everybody.
Okay.
There we go. Here we go. Crack my knuckles here. Alrighty. Oh my God. Started since 1989. 34 years of existence. Woo. What a life. What a life. What a run, by the way. By the way, Family Guy made it to 21 seasons. Don't shit on the Family Guy.
I think like if you're going back, the one that like I always start off is the Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah, no, dude. Well, one of the best things ever is actually the Treehouse of Horror, and I always state this: is Treehouse of Horror 5, and that's the one with the Shining parody.
Oh, that's right. They did do that, didn't they?
Yeah, it's the funniest I think it's the funniest thing they've ever made. That whole special was end to end. It was the Twilight. It was the Shining parody. It was then also a time travel plot with Homer and the Magic Toaster, which was fucking funny as well. Those were both
super funny.
Funny as hell. Both those things were 2 of the funniest fucking specials ever, and they were both in the same episode. And the third one's all the teachers eating kids, and that's the goriest they ever got in the show. And then the dance at the end, one of the goriest moments they've ever done.
Oh, yeah.
They never even remotely got near that once, ever again.
Nope.
It's also the incredible Homer Simpson line. You know the one I'm talking about.
What do you think, Marge? All I need is a title for it. Something along the lines of no TV and no beer make Homer something.
Go crazy. Go crazy.
Don't mind if I do!
It's such a oh god, what a line of dialogue, right? Like it's just so good. It's so great. That whole
So
thing.
good.
Every single joke lands, in my opinion, because they also don't stay on any of the jokes really long. Like one of the best jokes is, "That's odd. The blood gets off on the second floor." Next scene immediately. No time. Immediately Bart's cutting right through all the hedges. Cut a shortcut through your maze, and within 5 seconds that bit is done. And we're already on that. It's like it's just something about the timing of it all. It's like fast.
It's just one after another, just constant.
Well, that's the era. It's like season 4, 5, and 6 was like I think the quickest some of those episodes ever got. It was like very dense for jokes. It's one of the reasons why I rant about it, loving those episodes. And you can kind of see it with some of the scripts I wrote back in the day too. Because I look back at the DBZA movies. Have you ever seen? You've seen them, right?
Yeah.
What out of all? Because we have a different era. We have many DBZA movies. Which is the one you like the most?
Ooh.
They're all different, and there's no wrong choice. Brawly's great though. A lot of people choose Brawly because it's fucking Brawly, dude. You know.
Like okay.
There's no wrong choice.
They're
all the movies are fun, dude. We made sure that the movies were each distinctly different and fun.
Oh man. Okay, let's see. So
Matthias, no, it's a great episode. It's very subversive.
I loved the Christmas Tree of Might.
Oh, you like Christmas Tree? Okay, a lot of people love Christmas Tree of Might. La 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 la. Die.
I loved the Piccolo scene a lot.
Yeah, man, Piccolo was great in those early movies. I love that he does stuff and is awesome.
He actually does stuff.
No,
Oh my god, are you Batman?
I fucking love Lord Slug because it has my favorite joke in the entire series, and that is the guy being punched off the top of that roof. Kills me every time I literally tweeted it out when like at one point it went like low-key viral because of how fucking funny it was.
Yeah.
And one thing about it, I love it, is just because when we were realizing, because there was a scene where he gets knocked off and he walks inside, and then there's a shot inside the actual building he's in, like preparing his attack and everything, and Piccolo comes through the ceiling, he's like, whoa, what? And then Piccolo starts fighting him in there, and then it cuts to the outside shot, and the explosion hits, and then he falls out there. We just cut all that.
Yeah, you just
in
cut
the
it
in-between.
all.
And we realized when we were looking, like, Lanny and me were watching this, and he realized, like, hold on, that's the same shot. And like, oh my god, it is. This is the same shot, and we realized we're like hooting monkeys because we realized we can loop it.
Exactly.
We go loop him being thrown, and then loop the explosion at the end because it's all the same static shot. So that animator taking a shortcut gave us a massive comedic fucking moment. It's no joke. I know that sounds silly, but that's true. Blark J.
No, it's
Blake
true.
Blark J. Blake J. 2010. Thank you for the 2 months. Hey, Taka. Hope you're doing well. Do I have permission to do a fan art piece of you? Okay, just make sure my dick is giant, though.
Giant.
Not that big, though. You know, just not like, whoa, that's a bit much. More like, damn, that's why he won't shut up usually.
Damn.
All right. At some point, we're going to vote for somebody.
As long as it's not longer than
in,
his hair.
At some point in our lifetime, we will vote for somebody whose dick pic we've seen. We have to accept that reality.
We have to.
We kind of do. We kind of have to accept that reality, everybody. So you like Christmas Tree of Might? I think I love the Lord Slug one. That punch was great, but man, I've been rewatching the movies. I can see some of the movies, like, we all wrote them as a group, but some of them are almost like one of us kind of almost took point in a weird way, getting a lot of their humor across. Like, Kaiser definitely, like, wrote a good chunk of, like History of Trunks movie. Like, that was Scott's baby. Whereas in, like, all three of us, we did a lot of work on, like, The Revenge of Cooler, which sucked. I had no lines. It sucked. Man, I hated it. All right, but then we got to the movie where I got to do a good chunk of the writing, which was The Return of Cooler. Where he kicks him in the dick.
Kicking me in the
You're
dick.
in the dick. That's mine. That's
Why?
my line. Why does he keep kicking me in the dick? Because he kicks him straight up in the nuts.
Oh,
and
yeah?
It's so fucking funny. It just kicks him in the nuts, and there's another shot where he, like, lands in Goku's arms. We just cut it to the nut shot, is where he lands in the arms. Oh, he's all tuckered out. Black Fair with the 420 bits. Thank you very much.
Yeah. There was also the one that you guys did where it was, I think it was Lord Was it Lord Slug? I think it was Lord Slug. Yeah, where it was just
It's just a fun movie. It's just a fun movie.
Yeah, when Gohan bit the apple.
Oh, that is the Dead Zone.
The Dead Zone, yeah.
That's the Dead Zone, and I fucking love that movie too. It's one of my faves, just because of the minions. The minions are so great, and also Garlic Jr.'s reaction to when they realize what they've done. This is Goku's kid. Oh my God, this is Goku's kid.
Goku's kid?
Now, how did you do this? No, we stole him. You stole him? No, after he beat up his wife. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What a mess. This is a mess. No. This is a mess already. Like, immediately, I love that Garlic Jr. knew who Goku was, because he's not an idiot.
Oh, nothing, Kami. Just a little Italian. What does that have to do? Because it was nothing but garlic.
My favorite fake out we've ever done. I love faking out people like that, because everyone forgot that we did. Like, my favorite bit about that episode is people forgot about Garlic Jr.
Yep.
They were watching the episode with the idea of Krillin and a girlfriend, and everyone was completely engaged. At no point did we have to bring up Garlic Jr. at all.
Yep.
And then it was like, oh, right, he's back. And then we just kill him. Yeah. And then everyone goes, oh, okay, fine, who gives a shit? And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly it, guys. This arc is bad. It's a bad arc. It's just dumb. How are these minions as strong as second form Frieza? This is stupid.
This is ridiculous.
It's dumb. It's dumb.
Well, I
it's
hope you packed your bags, kid, because you're about to go on a little
It's just fever dream.
Oh, yeah.
Nightmare fuel.
Because he actually does get high, though, in the actual show. It's so silly. That movie's very odd. And then he whips his dick out and pees on people. It's such a, I don't know, man. There's something about dicks. There's something about dicks in that show. Early on. It's just like, yeah, there's a dick. Like,
yeah,
all right,
there it is.
There it is. There's a pungus. Pungus!
all these squares make a circle.
All these squares. I don't know, man. We just had to come up with some joke. Why all these squares make a circle? What? Okay. I don't get it. So silly question. Okay, silly question here. Now, did you watch Hellsing Abridged?
Yes. I'm just gonna come out and say it, bro. I've pretty much watched everything you've ever made.
Yeah, but I don't want to assume that, so I'm gonna ask each time. Hellsing is like the most one-to-one for like quality jump, and you can tell from episode 1 to 2 how much better it gets immediately.
Oh, it's just. I will tell you, freaking Hellsing Abridged is probably one of my favorites that you've ever done.
Thank you so much. I loved working on it. It was, dude. No joke. We realized when we were writing the script that there's no actual scene of Integra sitting down and having a conversation with Alucard.
Yeah.
In any scene in the entire show.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. And we were like, wait, that's impossible. Find it. We watched through the whole show. It doesn't exist. What? At no point in that original animation is there a scene of Alucard just sitting in a chair in front of Integra. It blew our minds. Yep. We're like, holy shit. So we made it a phone call each time. What else are we supposed to do? They don't have it. Doesn't exist.
What do we do?
They all got that. We got lots of Nazi flags, but hey, that's fine. This is what the plot is about. It's about it's about Dracula with magic guns fighting neo-Nazis. That's the plot, everybody, and it's wacky and dumb.
Suddenly, it reeks of hypocrisy in here.
Oh, I got to let out all my Catholic jokes too. I had so many. And oh god, there's just so many dumb fun lines in that episode. Bitches love it's good shit.
It's cannons, freaking
bitch. I eat people. I said bitch a lot, actually. I'm very, very bitchy. I'm a very bitchy man. Yeah.
That was a 70-inch plasma screen TV.
So how can I? That joke almost didn't happen, by the way.
What?
Oh yeah. It was because we couldn't get the footage right. There was no shot of a wall exploding. There was that one shot of the wall exploding, and we realized that if we had a TV there and we cut to the distance shot just had an explosion effect, and cut to the distance shot of Luke coming in, we could pull off the effect of it looked like the TV was blown up. It almost didn't happen though. It was a very tricky edit at the time because it involved us like editing something in there, applying an extra effect, and then cutting to another scene immediately. It was like a half-second timing.
It was very quick.
It was very quick edit, and it was almost a challenge to actually make it work. But I'm really happy that it worked because fucking hell, that was a great joke. It's just, we figured everything out at that point, I feel like, contextually wise, and going forward. That's why I loved episode 3. The true tragedy of DBZ, of Hellsing, was there wasn't 4 more episodes of Alucard landing in random countries and killing some mystical creature there.
Yeah.
And what I want, because if it existed, I would just have it a game of it being shorter and shorter amounts of time when he locks up with them, to the point where, like, the 4th one would just be him jumping out of a plane, and it jumps off a mountain, and they collide midair. Before he even touches it down, he's fighting it. And he just shows up next scene, throws a chupacabra corpse across the front of a truck. That's one dead motherfucking chupacabra, so there we go. By the way, everybody, these are Wendigos, okay? Same goddamn thing. Jesus Christ. There's more Wendigos than werewolves nowadays. What are Wendigos? White girl werewolves. Now they are. Now they are, at least.
Freaking. And then the little, oh god. I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
Just Alucard just throwing a bunch of fucking dead bodies over the back of a horse. That's a good haul today.
Oh, there you go, yep. Dear chief replacement.
I can't help but feel the wonderful I can't imagine the headway we would make if you put this amount of effort towards this job. Yeah, I can't believe an all-powerful god who is now in service to you, would give you malicious compliance, the character. Okay. One of my favorite jokes we had in that, and this is true, was at the beginning of episode 10.
Okay.
Episode 9. Episode 9, when Walter betrays them all with the flashback to the original animation, to the original 90s series.
Oh yeah.
See, we used that footage, and we decided, made the decision to do that. It was the inclusion of the greatest comedic character we've ever created, Richard Traitoro Hellsing. I wish that Richard Traitoro Hellsing was in the series the whole time. You can trust me! He's got this, guys. He's got this. He's got this. Yes, oh, what a shame you were slain, poisoned by afternoon brandy. What fortuitous events that I was spared. It's just like, how much more obvious can we make this? Can we make it even more? Even more. His name is Traitoro. Okay, that's his name. His name is Dick. His name is Dick Trader. His name is Dick Trader Helsing. Okay, guys, that's his name. Richard Traitoro.
That's his name.
Helsing.
Oh my god.
I can't believe you betrayed me, Traitoro. Why? I don't know why. Maybe it's who I am.
On the nose, on the nose.
Oh god, it's good shit though. We've been actually going for about almost 2 hours here. How you doing so far?
I'm doing.
That's not an answer, but it's okay.
I got my Ollie Pop next to me. I'm good.
I got bad news here, dude. It's time to do the Simpsons rundown. Alrighty, we're gonna start season 3 because I think you're a season 3 guy, right? All right,
Sure.
So episode 2 of season 3 is Mr. Lisa Goes to Washington. We got. Oh my god. Okay, come on, man. We're gonna Flaming Moses episode 10. Did you watch Flaming Mose? Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh man, this is nuts. All right, okay, Camp Krusty, season 4, episode 60.
I have seen Camp Krusty, yeah.
The second episode is A Streetcar Named Marge.
Oh, Streetcar Named Marge.
That's the one. New Orleans, dun 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 dun. Homes of pirates, drunks, and horse. New Orleans, dun 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 dun. Vex Bell, thank you so much.
That actually sounds pretty familiar.
Homer the Heretic is next.
Oh my god, we're gonna go down the whole list.
Well, no, this is where season 4 starts. So this is 92 to 93, though. I'm not gonna go in the grand. I'm not gonna do that because. No, hold on. Mr. Plow is in episode 9. New Kids on the Block was a Conan O'Brien episode as well. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Conan O'Brien was done at the end of season 4. Marge versus the Monorail, episode 12.
I know.
Season 4.
Yep.
That is a legendary episode, and that is Conan O'Brien's episode. That's his too. That was his big
Really?
baby. Yes, that was one of the last things he finished before he left, actually.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's why I think it's so good here. So we also have Selma's Choice, Brother from the Same Planet, I Love Lisa, Duffless, Last Essex to Springfield, which is a really good episode. Dental Plan, I think that's the one that has Dental Plan in it. Whacking Day, Marge in Chains, that's where Marge goes to jail.
Yep.
And Krusty gets canceled.
Oh.
Yeah, that season's fun. That's a fun season.
Oh my god.
There you go. So yeah, if you don't, there you go. So there you go. There you go. No hard commitments to anything, but there you go. There you go.
This has been Takahata's favorite season from Simpsons.
I don't have a favorite season. Actually, I don't know. Maybe season 5. That was not.
Why?
It's hard to pick, actually. Season 5 is really strong, though, because like there's like no misses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no misses. Like it starts off strong and stays strong. There's only one iffy episode, which is pretty good considering. Yeah. No, I like talking about this. This is fun stuff here. So, I mean, this starts with the Homer's Barbershop Quartet, Cape Fear, one of the best episodes. Homer goes to college, Rosebud, Treehouse of Horror 4, and that's the one with, like, the vampires.
Vampires, yep.
Lisa, you and your stories, Bart is a vampire. Fear kills brain cells.
Now let's go back to that square thingy where our beds and TV is. March of the Lamb, Bart's Inner Child, Boy Scouts in the Hood, The Last Temptation of Homer, Springfield, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Loved Legalized Gambling, Homer the Vigilante, Bart Gets Famous, one of my favorite episodes. To the line, Bart! Homer and Apu, Lisa versus Malibu Stacy, Deep Space Homer, Homer Loves Flanders, Bart Gets an Elephant, Burns His Air, Sweet Seymour Skinner's Badass Song, The Boy Who Knew Too Much, Lady Boudoir's Lover, and Secrets to a Successful Marriage.
Ooh.
Oh, I know, right? And season 6, I'm not going to go into season 7. 6 is like the last one I'll actually say is really good.
Hey, this is when I was born.
94, 95?
95.
Alrighty, because a lot of these episodes were put in syndication from this run. These seasons, because they had some of the strongest ratings. So this has Bart of Darkness, which is the Heart of Darkness parody. Lisa's Rival, another Simpsons clip show. Bad episode. Itchy and Scratchy Land, the one we talked about.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Boom there. Episode 4, one of the best ones. Sideshow Bob Roberts as well. There's another Sideshow Bob episode. I believe that is the one where it's the political one where he runs for mayor.
Oh, okay.
That's with all the political humor. As you all have read my new book, only turkeys have left wings. It's like, oh god, it's some good humor in that one. Treehouse are 5 we talked about. Bart's girlfriend, Lisa on Ice, Homer Bad Man, Grandpa versus Sexual Inadequacy, one of my favorite episodes. Fear of Flying, Homer the Great, one of the better ones too. Maggie Makes 3, one of the best back ones. Bart's Comet, Homie the Clown, Bart versus Australia.
There it is.
Yeah, that's right. We played Knifey Smoothie before. Oh, Prime Minister! Andy! Oh, mate, that's a good word. Homer versus Patty and Selma, A Star is Burns. That's the one where they had the critic on the show. Lisa's Wedding, that's the future episode, which actually won them an Emmy as well. 201 Greyhounds, PTA Disbands. That's where Purple Monkey Dishwasher's from. Round Springfield Connection, Lemon of Troy. And Who Shot Mr. Burns Part 1.
Oh, I remember that episode.
Who Shot Mr. Burns
I remember that two-parter.
Mm-hmm.
It was Maggie.
Yeah, they really chickened out.
Yeah, they really did.
Yeah, they admitted it. Yeah, there's just a lot of good episodes, and up to all the way to season 8, which is great.
Yep.
Yep. There you go, everybody. We're done the subject now. Now we can talk about what people really want to know about. What do you want to know about, everybody? We'll now open the floor to questions or wild accusations.
Oh, Lord. I gotta get my Olipop ready.
Is it sad that I remember those episodes were first aired? No, because that's how time works. Okay?
It's linear.
Dude, no one asked to be born. You're just born and you have anxiety. Laugh at it, okay? Just laugh.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh,
dude, you
God.
You didn't want to exist. You exist. It's your fault. You have anxiety. Laugh at it. It's funny. on a premise level, it's pretty hilarious.
Just laugh.
But the other thing is, I actually watched all these episodes more in 98 and 99 because they were, at that point, in syndication and on different television stations, and they were just playing these for an entire hour block sometimes. The best episodes. Tiffany Wichita, I love you. Oh, Tiffany, thank you. Oh, my God.
Cute.
Oh, my goodness. Colada Cartel, the 100 Bits Talking Impressions, bring me joy. By the way, YourNarrator, have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once yet?
What? Holy.
The movie,
I felt like...
called Everything Everywhere All at Once. The film that's up for like 11 academies. You're an ADHD person, correct? You got it. You got them. You got the ADHD.
Yeah.
Don't you like? My favorite part about ADHD is how they have attention deficit. I'm like,
You're funny.
The new term for it is attention divergent. I'm like, there we go. That's
there
a bit
it
more
is.
That's apt.
That's accurate.
We don't have a lack of paying attention. We just have a weird system where we min-max shit. So,
Yeah.
so all I'm gonna say is Everything Everywhere All at Once was kind of written back in like 2011 and stuff, and the creator who's writing it was trying to write a premise, so he did some research on neurodivergency, and then it was up at like 12 o'clock going, oh, that's weird. Huh, wait a minute. 1 year later, he was officially diagnosed with severe ADHD.
Oh God.
He's like, shit. So the entire movie, it covers three things: being a child of an immigrant, dealing with generational trauma, but especially having ADHD and explaining what ADHD regret feels like to people.
Ooh.
That is covered in this movie. I will say this, and I've mentioned this multiple times because this is my low-key pitch. I cried multiple times in this film, and that has never happened to me before.
Oh my.
I sometimes get shivers when you listen to certain music, you know what I mean? You know, sometimes something might be sad in a show, you cry once. I have never watched something that's made me cry multiple times before in my life.
I don't think I have either.
It was so overwhelming, but it was also amazing because it was a perfect blend of comedy and drama in a lot of ways. There's a reason why it's up for 11 awards. That's all I'm going to say.
I would imagine so.
Imagine the best summation, because I actually heard this one from the Red Letter Media guys. This is like Matrix if it was made by Stephen Chow.
Oh.
Yes, that's a hell of a premise, I know, but it's kind of the vibe it gives off. And the guy who directed it visually was Swiss Army Man's director.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. That was
shit.
him. Yeah, this was his next project. It's up for 11 Academy Awards.
What was
now.
this called?
It's called Everything Everywhere All at Once. Do not look up spoilers. It's better to go in completely.
Okay.
I've never seen a film like this. I will say this, and this is my final premise because I don't want to give away too much. There was a point in the movie where I was crying at something. I started laughing at something else happening while I was crying, because that can happen, right? I started crying again. And then I started laughing again, and then I started crying a third time. I literally was being left, right, like laughing and crying because of what they were doing, and I was shocked. I was completely stunned that it was actually affecting me this much, but this is how well executed the film was and why it's up for so many awards. It's best to go in and see it blind. It really is. It's emotional whiplash, the movie. It's really fucking intense. And it's not for everybody. And literally, the biggest complaint for the Red Letter Media guys was there was almost too much happening. And I'm like, that's a great fucking review of it from them because there's almost too much going on. It's called Everything Everywhere All at Once. What did you think it was going to be?
Everything you need.
And I will say this just because it has Michelle Yeoh as the main actress. It has Short Round's actor as well from Indiana Jones and stuff. He's actually returned to acting in this film.
Really?
Yeah, he's up for an Academy Award as well. It's just a lot of good stories. Also, Jamie Lee Curtis is up for an Academy Award as well, and she's in it.
What?
Jamie Lee Curtis is in this film, and she's up for an Academy Award now for Best Supporting Actor. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna get it, but her character is really fucking cool because she had to. I don't want to spoil anything. It's really neat what they did with her, though. It was a really unique take on it, and at some point we're going to talk about it, I think. And I'll be able to tell you because if you're a fan of horror movies, you'll think this is really interesting, considering. Yeah, because everyone knows Jamie Lee Curtis is like one of the first Last Girls of all time because she was in the original Halloween.
Huh.
1978's Halloween. It was like one of her first films. Yeah, we're all learning lots today. Okay, so yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once is fantastic, and yeah, that's my review. It's just absolutely fucking fantastic, and one of my favorite actors is in it too, and I will say his name, James Hong. I fucking love him.
Yeah.
Big Trouble in Little China, man. Oh, Big Trouble in Little China. He's been in films for almost 60 years now, and he's in this one as well. I think he was in it, and he's like 93. And now he's in a movie up for 11 Academy Awards, and I'm like, hot dog, that's great.
You're like, there it is. He's back.
Dude, well, here's the thing. You ever watch Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah.
He plays Poe's dad, the mallard duck.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yeah, you know the actor I'm talking about now.
Yep.
Dude, he's my favorite character in Diablo 3. He played the jewel crafter in Diablo 3.
Wait.
The guy who's like, yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, he played the jewel crafter in Diablo 3 as well. Yeah. James Hong has the largest amount of TV, film, acting roles in almost all of Hollywood.
Wait.
Yes, El Robot, 42 months of support. Thank you so much.
Okay, now I have to hear it. Hold on. This is.
Oh yeah, that's James Hong playing the jewel crafter. That's why it's incredible. It's just incredible. It's so fucking funny. Wasn't he the teacher in Balls of Fury? I think he might have been too. He's covered his shin. Dude, he's accents so much stuff, man. It's so great.
Oh my God, it is him.
It is him. Yeah, it's James Hawke. They got him for fucking Diablo. It's so fucking cool. I love what an inspired casting.
Oh my God.
He's the eye maker in Blade Runner. Dude's been in so many fucking films since the 50s. Yeah, man. And now here he is, 92, 11 Academy Award movie. Good shit.
Jeez.
Good shit. Good shit. What a career, right?
Going from Kung Fu Panda to oh my God.
Dude, you're looking at his IMDb now. You're like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah. He's one of the longest IMDbs in Hollywood. And it's sizable stuff, too. It's not just like little. He's got a fair amount of bit roles, but usually when he shows up, he plays a pretty important character.
My man's got the longest receipt for characters ever.
And IMDb says he has 456 actor credits. That's about right.
Jeez.
That's a lot, right? Usually only some voice actors get that high.
416?
456. Oh, and Everything Everywhere All at Once is one of the more recent ones.
Jesus.
Dude, he's the villain in Big Trouble in Little China and shit, man. This guy's had a hell of a career.
He's got range.
Oh, hell yeah, he does. That's why he's so fucking great. I wish I could work with him someday, because I fucking love his voice and his accent. It's so great. I love it. It's so much fun.
Dude.
Yeah. So definitely check out Everything Everywhere All at Once, dude. And
Yeah.
buckle up, buckaroo. It's gonna be a wild ride.
I'll watch it on my projector and just like take it in.
Oh, dude, I had to pause it twice.
Oh boy.
Because one of the parts was actually a sensory overload thing. One of the times I cried, I was like, it was like, 'cause they did something that actually, I finally was like, well, now people who don't know what ADHD feels like when you're in a panic attack now know what that feels like. Yikes, holy fuck. To see it actually, oh, dude, they kind of, I don't want to spoil anything. Like, I feel weird because I want to spoil everything about why it's cool, but I think you'll like it. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, I will not look up spoilers. I will put it on my watch list.
It's so hard nowadays not to do that, you know, because we almost have to make sure that what we're watching isn't trash so we don't feel like idiots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's reality. Now we almost gotta like do all the research to make sure we're not wasting 2 hours on the wrong IP. This sucks. Like, that's why I didn't know anything about Barbarian when I went to Barbarian. I just knew that people said it was a good horror movie. I'm like, sweet, I'm watching it.
You're like, cool, sounds good.
I don't want to know anything. I don't want to watch the trailer. I just want to watch the film. And when I knew nothing going in, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Just because I have no idea what's coming. I have no idea what's coming right now. And I feel like we've almost spoiled ourselves by knowing most of the beats of what we're going to be seeing is, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I agree with that.
If anytime you can go into something with next to no, like, spoilers, it's great. It's one of the reasons why I don't watch trailers anymore for shit. I just don't.
Yeah.
I just wait to hear if it's good or not, and then I go watch it if it's good.
Again, blissful ignorance.
It's like trying to give a spoiler-free description of Cabin in the Woods. That's a little bit Dr. Caliban. That's exactly kind of. It's like you can't give away the fucking crux, because when you realize it, it's amazing.
The name of the movie is Cabin in the Woods. Where's it at? On a boat in the ocean. Wait, what? No, Tommy, that's what are you doing? Yes, it'll work. I promise. No, just put it in the cabin in the woods.
Corley says, Taki said this really, stop really well by not telling us not to research Barbarian. Like, just if the movie's good, just go in, and if you know it's good, just go in and watch it. Just don't have it spoiled. Don't watch the trailer, because trailers give away the whole plot. They do.
Every time.
Every time. That's why I don't give a fuck about anything Marvel related anymore. I just don't care. I know what's gonna happen.
You just gotta do the whole. Look up a review. That's like an actual review and not just like, oh, look at the whole trailer, or like, here's some clips that were like the best parts, or possibly. Mm-hmm. Like, just if people say it's a good movie, just go watch it.
Yeah, it's more like, it's like someone said, like, I think a bunch of people said that there's two kinds of movies now: big blockbusters and small indies. So that's it. There's no in between movies anymore, because all the in between movies are now TV shows. Yeah, all the in between movies are now TV shows instead. And it's some people say if you want to make money, be in a TV show. Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm rewatching right now. I'm rewatching Frasier. I've never actually watched it end to end before.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Well, that kind of. Frasier was one of those series that was on reruns all the time on TV with Friends and a couple other sitcoms. And Frasier's interesting just because the cast is so strong.
Yeah, I think I've only actually seen like maybe 1 or 2 seasons of Frasier, and it's not been like season 1, season 2. It's been like a random episode there, a random episode over there. Like,
well, that's why they had it. They try to like one of the things that sitcoms really don't want people to do is they need to have a plot to get people interested, but they also don't want a plot so that people can just drop in at any given time. It's kind of a it's a catch-22 situation. And one of the reasons why I liked so far I'm liking Frasier is just David Hyde Pierce, who plays Niles, is so fucking fantastic. He's his own character of a show in this show. There's 2 main characters essentially with Niles. And usually when it's not the main character, I usually like roll my eyes. But when it's a Niles episode, I'm like, I can't wait.
Oh yeah,
just because David Hyde Pierce is so fucking great in almost everything he works on. I think I found out that Bulldog's actor was gay. Which is it's a sports show radio host guy. Yeah, I think he's actually a gay actor as well.
Oh, there you go.
Dude, what a great performance. Great performance. Oh, yeah. Great performance. Great parody straight guy. Good shit, man. Oh, God. But no, I mean, rewatching it, and I close my eyes sometimes, and when I'm listening to, I imagine that it's literally Sideshow Bob and Cecil, like his brother from The Simpsons. And there's just all of them are animated in the house instead. Oh, really now, Niles? It just sounds like Sideshow Bob.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Seattle, I'm listening. Yeah, Seattle, I'm...
No, I actually did a bunch of research because I started watching the show and I was like, all right, let's look at what Kelsey Grammer's been up to. Yikes! Okay, let's look when he already started then. And I went, yikes! Because this is real story. Kelsey Grammer, who plays Frasier, he had a really tragic childhood. Like really like a bit more than most people. Like his parents were separated at a young age, but his dad was killed in a break and enter and then 7 years later, his sister was killed by a serial killer.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. This all happened right before he booked Cheers, and I'm like, fucking what?
My guy.
And he actually got dropped out of school. Like he got kicked out of school, Harvard, over it. It's why I feel weird judging. He's kind of a conservative dickhead now, but it's like almost like, God, fucking hell. I can't even imagine what that life was like. You know, it's nuts. It's nuts. It actually is kind of crazy. So, yeah. I always like doing wiki searches after I'm watching shit. Like, what have they been up to? What the fuck? It's always.
Oh yeah. Oh, I wonder what's going on here. Oh no.
Oh, just like, oh, this is interesting. He has a bunch of kids. One of his kids plays Summer on Rick and Morty. What?
Nepo baby.
Nepo baby. See, Nepo babies also suffer from the same thing. They also can't control who their parents were.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I always put it this way, because there was that big... You remember like a month ago, everyone was like bitching about Nepo babies?
Yeah.
Well, because they missed the point. I think, well, wasn't that, is it, I think the takeaway was, what people are frustrated with is when Nepo babies act like they came from nothing. It's like, no, that's not your story. No, you didn't come from nothing. Your career came from your dad calling the producer who he had in his phone. Okay, that's what happened, and that's how you got the auditions. Like, they still have to be good actors, but they don't have to work a regular job as well on top of the acting classes and shit, right? So there's just like, yeah, you're still a good actor, but one of my favorite takeaways was when Miley Cyrus actually, I think, had this on Howard Stern. They were talking about privilege, oddly enough, and they were talking like, she's like, my dad had nothing. My dad was broke-ass poor. You know, my dad came from absolutely nothing. I didn't come from nothing. I came from a rich family, and I was able to become even more successful. And that's the reality. And I accept that happened because of who my father was. I'm like, that's it, guys. That's all the acknowledgement we need. I came from nothing. It's like, no, that sounds really, really inspiring, but you didn't. It's okay. It's okay. Dude, I love wrestling. It's everywhere in wrestling. The sons of wrestlers are wrestling right now. Hell, the main event is literally Dusty Rhodes' son, Cody Rhodes, taking on The Rock's cousin.
Oh my God.
Yes.
My lord.
Yeah. You're opening Pandora's box with those Google searches, right, chat?
Yeah, a little bit.
Chat, you're so quiet, and I know why. It's because we're talking too much. We'll just let chat. We gotta let chat talk a little bit. All right, chat, say your piece.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chad.
Let it out.
Do your thing.
Get it out of your system.
Just tell us all your crazy dreams, all your fantasy. Well, maybe not.
No. Tell us all the crimes you did so we can blackmail you with them.
Yes, good. You don't like bananas? Crime.
Nah, you're good. I'm enjoying the podcast. It's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Has narrator watched If the Emperor Had Text to Speak? I don't know. Have you seen that?
If the Emperor had text to speak,
It's Warhammer Abridged.
I have not.
Oh
I
man.
did not. I did
Oh, because
not
the
know
Emperor Has
there
Text to
was one.
Speak is made by Alpha Busa. It essentially was kind of inspired by the Abridged guys back in the day, but there's no footage of anything Warhammer related. So he just kind of cut out PNGs and had them bounce up and down to chat, and that's how it started. And it snowballed into doing full-on musical productions.
Oh my god.
It's also, he did the dream of actually fighting out a battle and writing a plot to it and had it be an episode. He finally did it. He finally did what every Warhammer fan dreamed of. He did it. He fucking did it. He fucking did it.
He did the
He
thing.
did it.
Isn't with Warhammer? Isn't Henry Cavill doing stuff with Warhammer?
Here's the thing. He's a senior producer on it. I don't. Cavill likes certain parts of Warhammer. I don't. All I'm gonna say is they have to be very cautious because scope creep is one of the worst things they have to worry about with Warhammer because there's a lot in that.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's just so much dumb shit. And like the second it was announced, all the Space Wolf players were like, "All right, make a movie about Space Wolves. Have it be all about Space Wolves. Have it all be about." Shut the fuck up, Space Wolves players. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You get to be the first variant Space Marines. We are not starting with you, okay? You're a Viking Space Marines. That is what you are. You're a Wolf Viking Space Marines. We're not starting with you as the starting point. You know better. Shut up. Shut up. I swear to God, Space Wolves players, shut the fuck up. They're the most loud player. Dude, there's just I swear to God, Space Wolves players, yes, you'll be the first variant. Stop demanding to be the most important fucking thing in the room, god damn it. Anyways, moving on.
Damn, sorry everybody who likes Bjorn Stormwolf. I'm
sorry. I'm sorry. It's not happening, guys. It's not happening. You're gonna be you're not gonna be in the. Yes, we all know you want orcs. Yes, I do want orcs. Okay, I want it to be regular ass Space Marines versus orcs. Keep it simple.
Just listen. The Warhammer universe is vast. All right.
Gotta start slow.
Just start off slow.
I've already ranted about the scene. There's like a human soldier running away from the orcs because they've broken the lines, and then he's about to die as a chopper comes down. Chainblade blocks it, and the Space Marine steps over, shoots it in the gut with a fucking bolt pistol, and you see the fucking scale of a Space Marine as it stands over him like a god. And then he starts taking on a bunch of orcs, and then he seems like he fights that one, like laser focused, like just fight real quick. He's about to be surrounded. The guy picks his gun up, and all of a sudden, all the orcs start lighting up because a bunch of other fucking orcs, a bunch of other Space Marines showed up with bolters, and now they're lighting up the whole fucking thing. And then the specialty guys show up, the Psyker, the heavy weapon. Then you get and then they wipe out and they retake the line. You fucking showcase why they're the problem solvers. It's not hard, guys. Okay.
True, but
if Space Wolf players had their way, it would start at a hard cut of just Lehman Russ naked jerking off. It would just start with Lehman Russ naked just going off, going like, "Hello, my brothers. It is our time. Yes, my friends. I am your Jarl. I am your Jarl." An hour and a half of all the furries wooing, okay? I'm sick of it. You know your place. I'm joking. Space Wolves play. One of my friends literally played Lehman Russ in that parody series, so that's why I make these jokes about Space Wolves. Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, you have the orcs in the other corner going like, "Hey, but if we color ourselves purple, they won't see us."
See, that's the big thing, is if you think about it. If orcs is the best, and green is best, why is that red makes us faster? If green is best,
the orcs like,
that's a big, maybe it's because Mork wants it that way. Hey, Gork's the real leader, kill him!
and they all start killing each other. 'Cause
Yep,
that's what happens every time.
Yep.
Dude, I love that Awa is just where all the orcs find out that's where the team fight is.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are we dropping, lads?
It's really that energy.
Gosh.
Did you get a chance to watch Warhams? Nah, I didn't really get to. I'm not big into watching D&D shows.
Oh.
That's a lot.
I play D&D. The only D&D like show that I will watch is Critical Role. That's the one I watch.
I mean, yeah, you've committed. You've committed to that plot.
I have. I have committed to Vox Machina. I watched their animated series. It was good. It was good. And then
they got the dream, man. They got the dream.
They
got
did.
the dream, and a lot of people are jealous as fuck of that, especially D&D.
Yep.
I mean that. I feel like all of that was just because they were fucking furious about Vox Machina.
Yep.
I bet like all that was because they demanded to own Vox Machina. They're like, no, I don't know what
Yeah.
happened, but I think that was entirely the reason why. When they were talking about other series,
100%.
well, the language they sent out really came across so fucking passive-aggressive and so entitled. Like, like the language of it was just came across like, it's like, that's ours. We own it. Okay? So it's not fair that people are making money off our thing. I'm like, well, maybe you shouldn't have promised all your investors a 50% return like a fucking idiot.
Yup.
Maybe you should admit that you were bad at your job and you overpromised shit because you just wanted everyone to like you. And now the crow you're eating, you don't get to complain when you shove them all down your fucking throat. I'm sorry, I have no sympathy for them because it's like if you want to be in charge of shit, you should know what your audience is.
Yup.
Like that's the big thing. Like literally that part of Hasbro was the only part that was consistently delivering, and they decided to fuck it up.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. If I was on that, dude, like all this decision, and now they're like desperate to get people to go see the D&D movie, but now the hype's all gone from it. No one cares.
Yeah, no one cares.
And all the hype, like they had some hype slowly growing, then they pulled that shit. Now no one gives a shit.
Yeah, and then it was just like, oh well, because like I saw that on TikTok. I was like, oh, that looks pretty interesting, and then it was just like,
It's just a bunch of humans running around. They're all white. I'm like, I don't fucking care. How the fuck was the first one more progressive?
yup.
How the fuck did that happen? How the fuck can you make any species and just have a bunch of humans? God damn it, you have one human and you make it him the kind of focal point of not really getting all this shit because make him more of a jock and he bounces off all this nerdy shit more wacky. This, god damn it, I lose my mind all the time with this conceptual shit. You know, this is why I'm actually excited for James Gunn DC Universe. I'm actually looking forward to it because he doesn't just want to do the same thing over and over again. He wants to do different shit. And I'm like, good. Because superheroes are genre, not one kind of movie.
Yep.
Like that, even he said like he wants the voice actors and the live action actors to be the same. I'm like, good, you should do that. It's bullshit that it's not that way. You know, it's kind of weird that they have a different Batman actor or a different Superman actor every animated special.
Yeah.
Like, just cast somebody. But then again, we did get John DiMaggio Joker, which was a treat.
True. That was a treat.
Everyone said like Mark Hamill's the best Joker. You know, he's obviously, and then he's the best Joker in my opinion. Then the second best Joker is the Dark Knight Joker. I'm sorry, it eclipses the original Joker because the original Joker is captured in spirit in the animated series and has more screen time to pull the character across. So that just comes across. So he just wins that way. The Dark Knight Joker is legendary because Heath Ledger died after it, so it gets legendary status. It's still not as good. I still don't think it has the longevity of Mark Hamill Joker. So that's the case. As far as I'm concerned, I think Jack Nicholson's third and a close fourth is John DiMaggio as the Joker. I think. You know? He's like, I'm gonna need some guys. Not these guys, because these guys are kind of dead.
Yeah, these guys are dead.
I was like, fuck me, that's creepy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was the drop of it. Now, remember, and when you see the Batman, tell him I said hello. And it's just like, oh, dude, he just loved it. He was hamming it.
Full sent that shit, dude.
It's like, I genuinely sensed his evil. I sensed the evil off that version of the Joker. Like, it was like, it's really fucking twisted. Can I have some water? Just one glass of water slices all their throats.
Oh, I'm gonna need some guys.
Not these guys. Kevin Michael Richardson is fantastic, but it's so different. I almost feel like it comes in a close fifth. Michael Richardson is pretty fun because hello there. He's like essentially really what it feels like he's doing. He's like doing the creature from Little Shop of Horrors if he was the Joker, and I love it. It's actually fun.
One bad day, and I was like, oh boy.
Him beating the fuck out of Robin in the Red Hood film was fucking scary. Yeah, it was a good film. That was even though the voice of Red Hood was funny.
Yeah.
Hello there, everybody. How's it going? I'm like,
hello there.
Okay. Oh man, it's like not everyone's a good voice actor, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my god. Yeah,
They're good actors. Their voices just sound kind of weird. I think that was actually the
scene when he was talking to Red Hood on the bridge, though.
That was good. It's DiMaggio, man. He's a fucking beast.
DiMaggio, man.
DiMaggio can make a mid-script so great.
Dude, just the oh my god. It was the way that he did the whole thing where he finally figured it out. That Red Hood had just been suppressing all the memories and all the shit that he's done the whole time.
Oh, do you like that? You have to like that. I like how he keeps dropping his voice down to his lower register. I didn't see the Joker do that, and that's why it was fun. Playing with his food almost. I gotta say, so, did you see The Suicide Squad?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
There's two Suicide Squad. There's Suicide Squad, and then James Gunn making The Suicide Squad.
Oh, yes.
Did you see James Gunn's one?
Yes.
God, that's good, wasn't it? Oh, man, that was a fun film. I had a good time. I loved it because I didn't feel like an idiot watching it. I felt like an adult watching an adult fucking superhero film. Just to reveal that, I don't want to spoil it, but the big fake out with who they were killing the whole time was genuinely great comedy.
That was genuinely like pretty great.
There's no reason to show off. Yes, there is. It's always okay to show off when what you're showing off is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
When he walks away, and he's like, shit, that's right.
Hey, shit. He's right.
Just the whole meeting. Just the whole meeting before the mission.
Hand.
Yes,
Yes,
no, wait, that is your hand.
That is your hand.
We're gonna die on this mission. I hope so. Jesus Christ. It's so great. Like, literally, one of my favorite things, because I think the Red Letter Media guys talked about it, was how Gunn tackles superheroes. That's why he was great for Guardians of the Galaxy, because it didn't matter who they were. He didn't care. Because characters with next to no character or very stylized can be completely twisted. That's why, like, Peacemaker was essentially meant to be, like, Punisher if he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
But it's such a stupid concept. And it looks dumb, but what if you play it for serious? What if you play it straight? What if you actually play this shit straight? What if the Polka Dot Man is actually a dude? Like, what if these, like, and it's like, you could just shore up these characters because they have next to no personality, so whatever you recreate for them is original. And, like, someone's pointed out that DC has nearly 10,000 characters, superhero characters from random episodes and chapters of just some random power that they legally own, that they can just completely make into a whole new character. It is, like, literally a treasure trove of nonstop characters. The Peacemaker show was actually really good for probably one of the best COVID-era television shows, in my opinion. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah, Peacekeeper?
Oh, yeah, dude, it's like, I love that his whole reason for the intro was finally an unskippable intro again.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, when he caught COVID, he just spent 2 weeks in his room and wrote like 3 episodes of Peacemaker, listening to Wigwam albums and smoking weed. That's James Gunn, man, and the Peacemaker show was really good. Cena acting circles. Somehow it had, like, here's the thing. As far as a progressive show goes, that was progressive, and at no point felt like it was forcing it because it was all natural. It's like, yeah, you can do it, guys, when you're a good writer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
and also, when gay people's personality isn't that they are gay, or trans people's personality is that they are trans, it's when their actual character.
Thank you.
No, it's one of the most tripest shit. I hate it. It's just performative nonsense, and it's clearly someone who doesn't understand the experience, trying to gain brownie points, and they just write their character to be exactly what their gender, their gender identity, or that they're gay. That is their personality, and that it always bothers me because that is not what trans and gay people are like.
Yep.
And that performative crap is bad writing.
Yep.
When that's all their personality. It can factor in sometimes, but it's not going to be the crux of everything they deal with.
It's not going to be their whole personality. Like,
no, it's really frustrating. It's bad writing. It's trashy writing.
It's super trashy writing.
Yeah, it's like it's just, dude. It's I don't even know how to describe it, but everyone's in chat is in full agreement with us.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah, I feel like most people understand that. I have a good example of this. There was a show called Fillmore, lasted 2 seasons. One of the friends had gay moms, and at no point was it pointed out that, hey guys, look at my 2 moms. At no point that he just had 2 moms, and no one touched base on it. And then you have Voltron season 5.
Ooh.
When they hyped up the new season, and the character who was maybe gay is actually gay. We're gonna find out who is born. Gay tragedy in a minute. Gay tragedy in 1 minute. They wanted all the brownie points with none of the actual writing or actual commitment.
Yep.
Fuck them. That was trash. It was really. I remember a lot of gay people were fucking mad that day.
Meanwhile, then you have amazing characters that have amazing lines like Monster Nom Nom.
Monster Nom Nom.
Yes, no way.
I love that that's Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
It's just so great. Hands.
And
I'm just imagining Stallone going, hey. Did he point at his own hand when he did that line?
oh, he had
It's basically
to.
the carryover from the Smurfette principle, where it's the only personality is girl. Thank you, color theory, Eli. That's a big one.
Yep,
Remember how there's all. It's like where there's nerdy kid, there's sports kid, there's regular kid, there's a little bit of everything, and then there's girl.
Dude, there it is. We've hit the 4. We've hit.
Why do you think Malcolm
In
in the Middle had their paraplegic friend be the black friend? Because he'll use all the minorities at once as making fun of that. That's why they did that in Malcolm in the Middle. I love that joke. I love that they did that joke. It's the that's a good joke. It's made all the minorities one character, so it's super fucking obvious.
Yep. Oh my god.
That show was really clever.
It actually was.
It was for the longest time you're on the mom side, and then as the show progresses, you're like, oh, she's the worst of them all. I see. Oh. Yeah, it's like you start thinking Hal's the worst, and you end by thinking the mom is the worst. The whole show shifts. It's nuts.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, she's just terrible. Got it. Oh god.
Oh man. So, what's your favorite? So let me ask you this: what's your favorite Simpsons episode? If we can't figure out your starting location, what's your favorite episode of The Simpsons that you remember watching and going like, I fucking love that ep?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. This is usually people usually put down a couple because they're all so different, but they're all great.
So, oh man.
Mm-hmm. There's no wrong answer on this, by the way. There really isn't. And to get you going, one of my favorite episodes, I think, is Cape Fear, just because it was one of the first episodes I saw. I also really love Streetcar Named Marge.
It was actually one of the episodes that I can remember clear as day. Is actually when Sideshow Bob, he actually gets out of prison and he actually kills Bart. Like he succeeds, but then
that's a Halloween.
Halloween.
That's one of the Halloween horrors where it's like a
yeah, and it was like he actually killed Bart, but then it went into the whole emotional status of like, now that he's done it, now
the dog caught the car.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been his whole identity for the longest time. So
yeah.
It's like, how do you even square off with that, right?
Yeah, how do you go from, what do you do after that?
So you like that one? That's actually interesting because not a lot of people would say that one. That's fine.
Yeah,
it's no wrong choice. It's a show that they're making different episodes. Everything can, because like when I ask people their favorite episode of South Park, that's all over the road. There's a lot of really weird South Park episodes. Some have aged terribly, and some have aged really well.
Yeah, that's
the interesting thing about the show. It's like some have aged well, some have aged poorly. It's like I mentioned earlier at the beginning, like Mr. Garrison's Fancy New Vagina being the worst aged one, and then the Scientology episode, not only calling it right down the middle, and the Trapped in the Closet bit was great. Mr. Cruz, please come out of the closet.
I'm not in the closet.
You are, Mr. Cruz. We know you're in there.
Nah, I'm not in the closet.
But I'm not in here.
But I'm not in here.
Tom, it's John Travolta.
Hey, John.
Tom, you gotta get out of the closet. Oh my God.
I'm not in the closet.
All right, if you won't come in the closet, can I come in there and talk to you? Gets in there. Hey, man, I really like it in here. It's really safe. Oh my God.
Yeah. It was like.
Dude, when I was rewatching that episode recently, we got to it, and it was just like, and now we're joined by rapper R. Kelly, and I went, ah! Oh my God!
No.
And now it's just standing here. I'm like, this episode's such a mindfuck now.
Yup.
Tom Cruise is locked in the closet. Now pull out my gun! Oh shit, he's out with the gun again. But like, as I get older, I start realizing like one of my favorite episodes of the show is Reverse Cowgirl. That's the episode with the Toilet Safety Administration and how.
Oh my God.
That episode is really funny because it really shows. Well, I think we both agree. We really think that episode is so amazing because it really showcases how this really important issue for women that they're asking us to do it, but they themselves don't have to do it. It's just really okay, guys. I'm joking, chat. I'm doing the joke because they just keep fighting no matter what because they're both right, and that's the fucking hilarity of it.
And that's the hilarity.
That's the hilarity of the entire sit. I fucking dude. It's why it's just no matter what they keep arguing. No matter what happens, they start arguing again. They're like, all right, here's the thing. How about we bolt down all of our toilet seats, and then we don't need the Toilet Safety Administration. But then men are going to get splash. They're going to pee on the rim. No, we won't. Okay, well, sorry, ladies. You're going to have some splash. All right, how about this? We will agree to it only if men promise to never pee, if everyone's been promised to sit down while going pee. God, no one's gonna do it, and everyone starts arguing again.
Yep.
It's why I love it. I fucking love that episode because it's just so fucking funny. And then they're doing a sue.
Imagination Land. Jeez, that was a mine.
You know, no joke, that was almost a movie.
It literally was almost a movie.
Yeah, they felt they had too much going on, so they decided to make it, and they actually cut half the plot.
Oh my god.
Well, they had a whole side plot where all the other countries had their own Imagination Land doorways, and they're trying to subvert all the fantasy creatures, so it becomes a fucking proxy war with China and Russia and Imagination Land. That was the original plot. Was China and Russia had their own Imagination Land doorways, and they're trying to get all the people onto their faction. It was going to be a much bigger scale plot, but they pulled back on that one because that's the part they had to.
My god.
That would have been amazing. Yes, it would have been, but also that's why it had to be a full movie, though.
It
would have crossed
100%.
over to about 5 episodes, and at that point they weren't doing serialization yet. See, if they were okay with doing serialization at that point, they probably would have made the whole season about Imagination Land, which would have been legendary.
Oh
but
yeah.
They chose to go about their way, which is still a great episode. It's still a great 3 episodes because it brought back Al Gore, which is always a treat. We have to destroy Man Bear Pig, okay?
Oh, dude, Man Bear Pig.
Dude, I love Did you see the new episodes with Man Bear Pig? They had a 2-parter. Man Bear Pig starts killing everybody. He's real. So they have to find Al Gore, who's just got a big beard. He's like,
and then just like, and then they
Sucks
got
to
Al
be
Gore,
you.
they got Satan,
oh yeah.
and then at the very end they were just like, okay, so we don't want to give up Red Dead Redemption 2, so
And so it's like, ooh, so just plain rice? And that's what I thought. All right.
yeah.
God, that was so
Come
fun.
back and forth for like a couple years.
Shut up, Grandpa. Grandpa's just giving them shit.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. How about that? Shut up, Grandpa. Shut up. He's just so mad at it. It's good shit. It's why it was just so really, really, really funny. My favorite bit,
really good.
The 2-parter. My favorite bit was where the husband is being condescending towards his wife about Man Bear Pig as it breaks into the background and starts killing everybody. It's just murdering everyone in the background. It's just like, sweetie, Man Bear Pig's right there. Looks back, turns around. What are we really gonna do about Man Bear Pig now? You know, what are we really gonna be able to do individually? It's like, it just ripped apart. It's like it's the best joke. Did you ever see the 200 and 201st episode of this pulled from almost every streaming website?
Say that again?
The 200 and 201st episode of South Park have been pulled from every single streaming website.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm. There's a series of episodes that have been pulled. Certain streaming sites have Cartoon Wars, which is the one where Cartman's trying to shut down, Family Guy because they're going to make a Muhammad joke.
Oh yeah.
That's banned in a lot of places. As well, Super Best Friends is banned everywhere because of Muhammad's was just on screen the whole time back in the day.
Yep.
And the final was the 200 and 201st episode where all the celebrities, especially Tom Cruise, leads the charge of trying to get this mythical creature's power of not being made fun of. They're trying to get the power of Muhammad.
Oh my god.
So they have built a machine to drain him of his ability to not be made fun of. And the whole plot is about that. And it's pretty much they have to go like, listen, my children, we cannot, Muhammad doesn't do public appearances anymore because of, the way the world is now a little bit. And, so, Ganesh, stop snorting meth! Anyways, where was I? That's literally, Ganesh is just doing a bump of, like, just snorting meth.
Just doing it in the back. It's just like, ugh.
Oh yeah, so every other single deity is just being a depraved lunatic. To point out that you can see what they're doing for the comedy. So they actually have Muhammad in the back of a U-Haul truck. Muhammad, are you okay? Just silence.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just very quick. One-word responses.
Sure you don't ride it back there, man?
But yeah. But the whole episode starts this way. So the kids, I'm gonna make you laugh with this, I think. So the kids are they're actually at the local, because there's a lot of stuff made in their state. So they're actually at this local chocolate factory and stuff. So they're actually this place that makes delicious kinds of fudge and everything. So they're going through the different areas, the different sections and parts. They're watching all the flues of all the chocolate coming down. And so they get to, so they get to the shipping area.
Yep.
And they're leaving. They're like, is that Tom Cruise? It's Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it's Tom Cruise.
Is Tom Cruise wearing a hat, working at the company?
Yep.
Hey, Tom Cruise is a fudge packer.
I'm not a fudge packer, you guys.
He's like, what did you just say?
That.
What did you just say to me?
You can't just go around talking, calling
Dude,
people
but you were here.
fudge packers like that.
But you were here putting fudge into boxes, packaging it up. You are being a fudge packer right now.
I
sir.
am going to sue you.
It's like oh god, it was just so great. Oh, it's just that's how the whole fucking thing starts because he's researching for a movie, but no one's allowed to point out what he's doing. Which Reza rocks. More than a year, and I have to say I'm happy to be here, taking this opportunity to say you always make me happy. You seem to always brighten my day whenever I see you. I get to see you live as well as watch your VODs on the YouTubes to another year. Thank you, Reza rocks. That's very kind of you, man.
Oh.
How long are we gonna talk about Tom Cruise? I mean, he's a maverick. Anyways, he's a Top Gun. Didn't you know? Didn't you know? It wasn't Spider-Man that saved cinema because that would admit that he was wrong at some point. No, it was the cultist that he saved cinema. I can't believe Spielberg did that. I was like, dude, but everyone went back and watched Spider-Man.
Oh.
Because he said that like until you came along, there was no big movies. I'm like, especially if you don't count it. I'm like, dude, Spider-Man came out like a month before that, and that made more money initially.
Yeah.
That got everyone back in the theaters. But he's shit-talked superhero movies constantly, so he can't admit that superhero movies save cinema. He won't admit that because he hates them.
He won't admit he's in too deep.
You know what also really hurts cinema? Really bad adaptations of plays.
Ooh.
Where you cast your teenager as a 40-year-old man.
Yep.
And you're a fucking professional filmmaker. You've made Academy Award-winning movies. You know how to cast.
Yep.
Plasmatic P.I. I didn't see that movie because I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, damn, dude, I usually watch Spielberg stuff, and I'm just like, could not fucking care.
You just couldn't do it. You're like,
oh, dude, I don't give a shit. I'm like, dude, why the fuck would you, why would you have a teenager look that old? That's weird and creepy.
Yep.
It's creepy. It's just off-putting. And that wasn't intentional. That's a weird thing. West Side Story was beautiful, though, but they still cast the main character as a 16-year-old man in high school. Hey! I'm weird and old. It's just, no, I meant oh my god, but no. Where do why not do a watch party of those episodes together right now? Because it is illegal to stream other companies' content. And as much as many streamers on this website last year, in an attempt to see whose numbers could get to the highest, decided to start illegally streaming television shows. And then articles started being posted with, my god, how did they figure this out? Oh god, how did they figure out if I stream another show that's really good, people will really be excited for it? How did they think of this concept? Where did they come up with their ideas? Oh, this one, obviously, when they had none. They had none anymore, that's why. Dude, I could just stream Avatar and think I'm a genius too, but I didn't make it. Anyways, Reza rocks. Thanks for gifting
thanks for gifting a sub.
To your narrator, everybody.
Thank
you know what
you.
hurt cinema? Directors joining in the mentality that modern day sucks and everything was better back in the... Yeah, exactly. Everything was better back in the day. Also, you know what kills movies? $40 million actor contracts.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Careful. You speaking truth. Hold up.
Oh, that's the one thing. It's like some people are like, well, what about all these big deals? I was like, oh, that means actors don't get to make as much money. They don't get to make $10 million. They get to make $8 million instead. Oh, God, how will they pay their bills? I don't feel sorry for anybody who has over $10 million in the bank. That's my rule.
Bro.
Nah,
if I
$10
had
million.
$10 million in the bank right now.
$10 million is you could just fuck up your life for 3 years.
Yep.
And still be okay, you know?
Yep.
Like, it's why I believe after 10 million, they need to be taxed to oblivion. I don't know. That's just me, everybody. And I'm an old, stuck-up guy with his head up his ass. It reminds me of the South Park Pirate episode. That's one of my favorite episodes, too. Christian Rock. Faith Plus One.
Faith Plus One.
They admitted in the
Holy
commentary,
crap.
they actually recorded all those songs that Cartman sung just a snippet of, and they never released it.
Oh, dude, come on.
I'm so pissed. Like, this is the biggest frustration with Matt and Trey is Trey has sang so many fucking songs that I just want a goddamn release of all the original tracks.
Just give us
I want
give us
Randy
the song.
Marsh carry on My Wayward Son. I need the full version. I need it.
Just release the MP4
noise
file.
and confusion. The illusion. I was soaring ever higher. Then I flew too high.
Like, just the full song, please. Just the whole cover.
Like, there's one of the specials. There's another song. We missed you, Randy. Where have you been?
Oh, yeah.
It's good shit. It's good shit, man.
Dude,
I just realized
honestly,
that this was your narrator. I haven't watched him in a while. Wow. He's been here for 2 hours. He just realized who you were.
What if God was was one.
One of us, blah, 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 blah. Just a slob like one of us. La, 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 blah, blah, blee, blah, blee. I wrote that song, everybody.
It's beautiful. 110 out of 10.
Austin
But
Powers
listen
2.
again.
Austin Powers 2 is one of my favorite sequels ever.
Dude, yeah. I actually,
fun.
on the trip that I took to Utah recently,
Yeah?
on the way back, I literally was watching the very first Austin Powers movie.
It's still a funny movie, and there's a director's cut version that's chef kiss. So there's, you know that when that guy gets rolled over with a bulldozer, with a big roller?
Yeah.
It cuts to his family having a happy day. The mom is played by Carrie Fisher.
No.
Yes, and they receive a phone call. Hello? Yes. What?
What?
And it's completely dramatic, like a dramatic movie where they found out their husband's dead. And it's like heart-wrenching scene, and it cuts back to, and it just cuts back to, wow, we rolled him over real quick there, huh? And they get all the flat jokes. They cut that bit from the movie. It's
Oh my God.
Pikaru, thank you so much for the rate. Oh, I know, right? Dude, it's pretty crazy what gets cut sometimes. That's why I almost always watch director's cut. I'm like, good, this is what the artist intended.
Yeah, exactly. This is what he wanted us to see.
This is why, like, if you try and watch Blade Runner without the director's cut, I'm like, all right, if you want a shitty movie, you can go watch it. But the director's cut version is literally it has the scenes that makes it all work.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, I appreciate you've been here for almost 3 hours. So I think we're gonna wrap up here in about 15-ish or so minutes, maybe or so, because we've been talking for a while. I appreciate.
Yeah,
you.
no, I was literally about to say I got like 10 minutes before I gotta get my stuff going. So we're
Perfect.
Gucci.
What have you been working on lately, though? This is the chance where you can plug yourself. I know you're looking to grow more as a creator, and I want to. You're doing great, dude. I see your numbers. I see your numbers. It's going good. It's also my favorite part is how everyone's like, "Wow, it must be so easy." No, I have so much anxiety.
Dude, it's not.
You know what's fun? Navigating a ship in waters that keep changing colors.
All the time.
It's just like, now we have a new CEO for YouTube. Okay. He was the guy who was really part of Web3. No!
He was the guy who wanted to integrate all the NFTs. Why?
But NFTs are now dead, though. So
Yeah, they are. So we're good. We're good.
I don't know. All I can
We'll
say
find
is
out.
I know the previous CEO was not perfect, but man, was she she gave us stability. And that sounds
Listen.
nuts.
We don't talk about Susan, bro.
Wait, negative or positive? I can't quite tell.
I don't.
Susan?
Let's just say that I can't drink alcohol due to GERD, but when Susan stepped down, I popped some Appy juice, and I was like,
I will remember TFS had our account pulled down, and our actual multi-channel network contacted her directly with her personal email to correct it.
ooh.
That's how we got our account back, and then we weren't, and we kind of weren't hurt. We kind of didn't deal with the issues anymore after that. All I'm gonna say, and so that's why I feel weird, because in the end, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I didn't agree with, but those weren't all her decisions. But also, a lot of shit could have been way worse on here. And also, she has bosses too, and she has to do what they tell her to do, because it's a subdivision of a bigger company. It's one of the reasons why I can sit here and criticize an aspect of Amazon, and while being on Twitch, okay, we're at that stage now.
Yeah, I'm at the point where I'm like, the moment this is my opinion. All right.
Okay, this is everybody. This is your narrator's opinion.
The moment that YouTube lost YouTube broadcast yourself and became just YouTube, the moment they took that out of the title, then everything started going downhill. Everything started to get a little more censored. They tried to do YouTube Kids, and then when they did that,
what do you think
that was
happened?
like an outlet for all the little kids, so that way us creators can do our own thing, and PC.
Start having to
all
worry
that
about
stuff
all these kids running around, because
Yeah.
bad parents blame the things that their kids are playing, not their kid for not listening to them or saying shit they shouldn't. This has been going on for all time. South Park's entire movie is about this fucking premise.
Exactly.
Okay? In the end, if you don't like what your kid is playing, that's down to your relationship with you and your child, not the actual content. Stop going after the actual content.
And then YouTube finally found, or when they found out that they cannot monetize the YouTube Kids section, so then they just went after normal YouTubers.
Yep. And now they have shorts,
everything's
because
changing.
now they're like 3 years behind TikTok.
Yup.
Here's the
It's
thing.
just-
No matter what,
Yeah.
YouTube is a great repository for videos. all
100%.
joking aside, if you want your videos to be up somewhere, YouTube's one of the best places to put it.
YouTube
because
is one of the best places.
It has a natural organic growth rate. It's not the best. There's lots of fucking annoying things on it, but it's honestly, out of all the fucking platforms out there, I'm on Twitch right now. YouTube's a bit more stable, at least for uploading videos. Live streaming, that's a different conversation.
That's a whole other conversation.
Just
but
everyone's
yeah,
like,
this
fuck that, I'm
is-
gonna go to YouTube Live. I'm like, okay, you do that, guys.
That's a whole other conversation. That's a whole other.
Right?
That's like yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a
But
whole
yeah.
different. But no, this is the big thing. Is everybody we're going into all whole new waters again. Yay!
Hooray!
My
mystery flavor.
ADHD people's favorite change.
Change constant.
Constant change. I always describe it like we're navigating ourselves in very tumultuous waters sometimes. Like, people ask, like, why'd you stop making DBZA? It's not fun having our videos pulled down immediately.
Yup.
It's not fun being able to not monetize our videos. It's not fun. It's not fun. It's really not fun, especially when you know how much you could be making.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we're very proud of what we worked on, but like in the end, we got bills to pay. So shit has to pay. So we got bills to pay because we live in a society," said the Joker. And but it's one of the reasons why the newest episode of Heffel is up, because we have our whole side series now for Heffel.
Woo.
And yeah, the new episode is up too, so I'm going to be reading comments here after this stream, because what's my favorite thing to do is I actually read YouTube comments. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. I'm like, well, you just got to compartmentalize it properly. Remember that I always love the metaphor. When you meet 100 men and 99 of them shake your hand and one of them slaps you in the face, who do you think you're going to remember?
That's true.
So you got to remember, you got to look at all that data. So here's the thing. You have 15,000 people saying they like it and 20 people saying they hate it. Okay, that's normal.
Okay.
Don't forget, by trying to make anything, I'm trying to make any name for yourself, 5% of the world resents you.
Yep. 100%.
Immediately. Yep. How dare you make them feel like they're slacking? And since they don't have the emotional maturity, they just project that shit. It's why some people, like, I almost have, like, if you get, like, 10% down votes, that's a bad sign. But if you get 2 to 5, that's just normal, dude.
That's just normal.
That's just normal, because 2 to 5% of people suck.
Got him.
No, that's the truth. It's just that's apolitical as best I can be it, dude. You know, it's like, yeah. That's why people insult people. They want to remember them. Lol. I did this to Pharrell.
Got him.
He's not happy. McKicken420. Thank you so much, everybody. We're gonna be going here in about 5 minutes. Do you want them to follow you on Twitter, like Twitch, like Twitter?
Right, the plugs.
Yeah.
I'm your favorite narrator on Twitch. If I ever stream on that, haha. But yeah, it's go follow me on YouTube. It's YourNarrator or Narrator, whatever you prefer, and the group channel called The Boys, where we do a bunch of wacky, zany, funny stuff, and all of our new merch is coming out.
You get up to chicanery.
We do. Everything from trying the world's hottest ramen to flipping in a plane sponsored by Red Bull to see who can puke least.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'd kill at that competition.
Yeah?
But I'm also scared of flying, so.
Nah, it's beautiful. We just strap you in, we throw 8 Gs at you, you're fine.
I'm good. You know what? I'm good with my current 4 Gs.
Nah, we'll double it.
They injected it when I went to the local vaccine. All right, anyways, folks.
Another one.
My favorite, all I will say is, like, the anti-vax set. My favorite thing is, like, they're putting microchips in you. Guys, you carry around fucking computers in your pockets.
Dude, okay, yep. A whole nother conversation. Yep.
Yep. That's all I have to say. You carry around computers with tracking and stuff on your phone. Always. But anyways.
How do you unlock your phone? Your face. Anyway.
Dude, when everyone was taking their faces for those apps, I'm like, have you not been here for the blood? Do you remember the blood, everybody? Where you send in their blood, and they also had that part where we legally own your blood. I was like, well, you're not getting my blood.
Not blood for the blood god.
Break your phone after every use. That's right. They should be breaker phones, not burner phones.
Yep.
Break them on your head. Exactly. So everybody, myself and your narrator have talked about a million things. This has been an ADHD game of Pong. Woo! Bong, 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 bong. But this was really fun to talk about a million fucking things with you, dude. It's shit.
No, 100%.
When you came on, like, the 2-year anniversary, I'm like, God damn it, you're only here for half an hour. You should be on here. We need to actually sit down and have a proper conversation.
A full-on convo about random, super fun things.
I legit can't wait for you to watch Everything Everywhere all at once, because I think you're gonna be like, oh god.
I will give you my honest review.
have fun. All I'm gonna say is, dude, all I can say is like a movie with comedy and action and martial arts is up for 11 Academy Awards. It's fucking weird because comedy, martial arts movies, they don't get nominated for 11 Academy. They don't, which is why everyone refers to this as a breath of fresh air, and I'm like, that's exactly what it feels like.
Perfect.
Exactly, it's like somehow really contained. But I'm not gonna spoil anything because I think you'll just go in enjoying it, guys. You just want to talk about the Simpsons. How'd you figure it out, guys?
Listen.
Apparently I only wanted to talk about the Simpsons. So especially if you don't factor in all the times I didn't talk about the Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Don't Marge.
Hi, ho there, neighborino. All right, I'm gonna do my best one. Here we go.
Okay.
Smithers, who is that man?
That's Homer Simpson, sir, from Sector 7G.
Homer Simpson, eh?
There you go. Thank you. I've been doing this for 16 years, and the best piece of advice about voice acting is our throats, our vocal cords, are like reeds on an instrument. The more times you put in on it, the better and more flexible you'll get with it.
Yup.
It's like the sad truth. How do we get better at this? Just put your time into it, guys.
You put your time in.
Yeah.
Literally, I just parrot shit. That's how I learn different voices.
Dude, that's exactly how everyone does. Like, Homer Simpson is an impression of the actor who plays Homer. It's an impression of his father.
Wow.
Dude, nothing's original.
Yeah. Everything is parroted in one form or another.
Ma Kettle is the name of an old fucking cop that Chief Wiggum is just doing the voice of. That's it. He's just the same character from an old show that they just did the same voice, and that's it. Like, it's like nothing's original. And that's just the way of putting it this year, guys. So just remember that everything is just nothing is original. Everything some art you see out there is a curated experience of the artist's personal taste.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. There you go, man. All right, narrator's a thick boy. Changed my mind. Well, we could do this because we haven't done a lot of. Hold on. No, don't worry.
What?
As you leave here, I just want you to know that you're gonna. Oh man.
Oh, what?
Look how much big. Oh, he's getting. Look how, ladies and gentlemen, your narrator he's large and in charge. Everybody.
Whoa.
Look how big you are, man. You're blowing up, dude. You're blowing up.
Oh, dude, at least now I can really get I can really let everyone hear. I can whisper sweet nothings.
Sweet nothings.
Sweet nothings.
How about salty nothings?
Oh. Use more shampoo.
I think we're gonna raid into one of my favorite VTubers here, Luca Jens.
Oh.
Love me some Luca. She's so great.
Yeah.
Have you ever met her?
I haven't met her, but I have seen. I've started to get more into the VTuber scene just because
the indie space is a lot.
It's a lot, yeah. And
well, there's literally about
as soon as my buddy Heavenly just started to do it, I was like, oh man, here we go. Dude, I started meeting everybody.
I announced that I was doing a VTuber thing, and I posted some footage of what I was planning to do, and all of a sudden, like 3 people who I met over the years messaged me going like, yo, tell me more what you're working on.
Hey, what is this, what's this VTubing thing? How you do that?
Alrighty, everybody, thank you so much for joining us here for the VIP session here with your narrator. Thank you, your narrator. Thank you so much for coming on. And
thanks for having me.
Hell yeah. Until next time, guys. See you tomorrow because I'm watching DBZA Season 2.
Let's go.
From when Frieza says, no, give me some ideas. To the end of the season. Oh, yeah. I'm going to talk about how we had to write the fucking Frieza fight, which I have very little memory of, but I was there the whole time.
I was in it. The
last joke I'll say is I never found something more relatable than when it was just was watching the creator commentary for one of the South Park episodes, and it's just awkward silence for like 6 seconds. Yep, we sure did write this joke.
Yep, yes, we did.
We sure did write that joke too, and I'm
Hell
like, God
yeah.
damn it, if that's not 90% of my fucking commentary. He's like, yep, we sure did that. We sure did that too. Like, there's nothing to say. The talk is like, yep, we did that. That's the end of the commentary. All right, have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.